Yo! What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're here with yet another stream. This is some more Lazyronpa. We're gonna try to finish it. I think the epilogue ends on like a cliffhanger. Like they never really got to finish the epilogue, so I don't know if I really want to spend time really reading the epilogue if it's not done. So, but we'll check it out for the most part. Who do y'all think is the mastermind? That's a good question. What's up, Barbie? What's going on, Sailor? Rosalina, what's going on? Child Guardian, Wince Media, Rontaro, Vanta, how you been? Justin, what's going on? Cody, hello. Soph Girl, hi. Julius, Cherry Soda. I appreciate all of you guys for coming in today. You guys are amazing. Danielle, what's going on? Rage Maniac, what's up? Owo, hi. Thank you again, Owo, for letting me do this, by the way. You're amazing. I can't answer that question. I already know. That's funny. Flims, what's going on? What's up, Side Tigers? Bubbleberry Tea, hi. Something tells me that Pixel's the mastermind. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I think either Pixel or Stingy. If they aren't the mastermind, then they're definitely working with the mastermind. I would have missed this for the world. Can't wait to see you react to the end. Hey, I'm excited. That's what's up. Yeah, literally one of my top fangams. I read it while it came out. That's awesome. I'm glad that we're able to actually check it out for ourselves here today. I'm glad that I could actually experience it because I've been wanting to read this one forever and it's been privated for so long. So I'm like, it made me upset. It can't be any one of the adults, so I'm pinning it down to Stingy and or Pixel. I agree with that. I think you might be right on that. Ryoma's here, and he's my favorite character in Danganronpa history. Oh. Well, welcome, Ryoma. How have you been enjoying Lazyronpa? I like it a lot, dude. It's like somebody said before, it's kind of like a post, but Danganronpa-fied, and it's awesome. Like, it really, it flows really well. And I'm kind of curious to see how chapter 5 kind of switches things up, because I know this is kind of like the later half of the game, or you know, the ending. So, or the fan game, I mean, not game. Hey Blaze, how's your day? What's up, Jack of Hearts? Thanks for the 5. I've been a subscriber since 10k. Dang, you've been around for a long time. But this is somehow the first stream I've come to. Really, I've streamed a lot, especially in the last like 3 or 4 years. I've been streaming a ton. But welcome, and thanks for sticking around for so long. This fangame really inspired me with my fangame and got me interested with Insta Rompas. Yeah, this is like the granddaddy of all the Instagram Rompas, isn't it? It inspired a lot of Insta Rompas. Glad to see you're enjoying it like I did. Yes, I love it. All right, so with that being said, I think we should jump into it. Like so. I speak Spanish and I understand you, Blaze. Well, welcome, Maria. How you been? What about Fire Emblem hosting? Can we get a Fire Emblem Rompa? Can that be a thing? I'd love that. Who's making it? I would definitely react to that. That's cool. Okay, let me get my music and we can start. Oop. There we go. This is my 3rd stream I've caught so far. Well, welcome, Ruby. How you been? Emblem Rompa. Yeah. That'd be so cool. YouTube. Welcome, y'all. We're back with some more Lazyronpa. We're gonna finish it up with chapter 5. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Let's see who ends up being the mastermind in this amazing Instaronpa. It's been a great journey. I'm ready to finish it up and see what happens at the end. So let's get into it. Fire Emblem Rompa with permadeath turned on. Yes, I love that chaotic. 5 residents left. Man, this is our gang right now. This is our squad. We just lost Busybody and Sporticus. Both are gone. So all we have left is Stephanie, Robbie, Pixel, Stingy, and Trixie. I think I started with your Redemption Rompa streams because I didn't want to be spoiled for the other fangams, because I remember getting spoiled for Despair Time twice. Oh, really? That kind of sucks. Despair Time's really good. Here we go. None of us really said anything after the execution. We weren't sure how to feel. The ride back up was quiet. Once we got out of the elevator, however. Guys, the wall! We gotta get those boards off. Trixie was right. Immediately, we all dashed towards the escape room, and what we found was... Huh? What is it? The wall. Oh, the wall! No! All of Sporticus's hard work, all that sports candy wasted! The wall was totally repaired. It was like it'd never been touched in the first place. It's just fixed? How is that possible? No. No. No! What do you mean just fixed? All of his hard work. He died to get that wall broken, and yet so quickly. It's like he never even... Robbie tried to calm himself down before he got too upset. He took a deep breath and composed himself. No, forget it. I'm the adult here now. I need to start acting like one. Aw, you don't have to do that, Robbie. We love you, though. Thank you for caring for everyone. Hey, Robbie, it's okay. You don't have to apologize for being upset. We all understand. Pixel's right. While obviously I don't have a daughter or a Sporticus, if I lost my father, well, I'd be devastated too. Ah, that's right. You have a father. I didn't realize you guys were so close. Well, we aren't. He's always doing his business stuff, but he's still my dad, and he buys me things. I couldn't possibly part with that. Hey, that's so up, Stingy. No, of course not. Typical Stingy. Anyway, I don't want to interrupt, but we still have a pretty massive problem on our hands. You're right, but I think we should probably all get some rest first. We all need it. Everyone agreed and we went our separate ways. I thought about the people we lost today. Sporticus, who wanted nothing more than to help us get out of here, regardless of personal consequences. And Bessie, who, while maybe a little morally gray, really just missed my Uncle Milford. Aww. Hey Blaze in chat, what's up Fumiko? How you been? That morning we woke up to a strong smell of breakfast, and heading to the cafeteria we could see why. Oh, is it Robbie? Is Robbie cooking up some food? I had a lot of free time last night, so I may have overdone it with breakfast. That is awesome! Is it healthy breakfast though? He practically made a buffet's worth of food for the 5 of us. He must have been up for hours already, or maybe he just didn't sleep at all. Well, I'm certainly not complaining. Thank you, Mr. Rotten. As we were about to dig in, an announcement played. Attention residents, make your way to the gym. I have a little something for you guys. Ugh, this better be good if it's interrupting breakfast. A little frustrated, we walked into the gymnasium. What is it now, Roboticus? Not even a hello? Yeesh. Well then, I thought you guys might be feeling peckish for another reward, considering it a gift for staying in the games for so long. Wait, what is our reward? I want a reward. Robbie got that dad energy? For real. So what is it? And make it quick. I cooked for hours and I don't want it going to waste. Then you'd better follow me. We were led out of the gym, through the hall, and then down some stairs we never seen before. I didn't realize this place had a basement. Of course you didn't. I keep a lot of things from you guys. That should be a given by now. True. Once we got to the bottom, we came across a couple different rooms, but none of them look especially appealing. Have fun, and feel free to look around as you please. Ta-ta. I love his back. The number 10 on it and stuff. That's just a cool design. Roboticus, you won't even get an LO out of me. You ruined Sporticus's hard work. I know, right? What's up, Marielle? Not suspicious at all. I wonder if we're gonna find anything down here. It's so cold down here. We should try to get through this quickly then. Now, which room should we look into first? How about we start with the vault door? Maybe there's money inside. I wouldn't be too hopeful. We could start there. We got the vault door open, only to find a security room. Oh, all the cameras. Oh, well, that's disappointing. Looking around, we noticed there were 2 ladders coming from upstairs. It looks like someone must have secret access from the main floor. And there are 2 of them, right? So whoever's running this place has 2 separate ways to get in. Leaving further investigation of that room for later, we leave the security room and head back into the entranceway. We opened the next door, but once we got in, we couldn't see anything. It was dark, but another sense was overwhelming. Oh man, this place reeks. Ew. I don't like smelly placement. I don't like smelly basements. Hey, I can't see anything. What's in this place anyway? Stingy tripped on something and he fell. As he did that, however, is that Ziggy? Oh, wait, what? Ew. What is going on down here? we could hear beeping from further back into the room. That just now. Surely that wasn't... A glow came from the source of the beeping, and it illuminated the room to reveal things that had been thrown away and... Oh! That is disgusting! All the bodies are here? Ew, they couldn't have, like, you know, been a little bit more decent with the bodies? Oh. Oh my god. Did they just dump everything here? This is horrible. Yeah, you see the T? Hold on, let's go back. You see the T in the bottom left-hand corner? Where's the cake? I see the cell phone. Okay, that's disgusting. I can't look at that anymore. Everyone was horrified, but Robbie, seeing Rottenella and Sporticus lying on the basement floor, was practically frozen in shock. It has to smell in there? I know. Ugh. What's up, Eris? Welcome. Oh, geez. Do you want to sit down, Robbie? Sit down? Robbie zoned out for a second, but I wasn't sure why. Poor thing. Maybe you should sit down. Wait, what the f? No thanks, but we should get out of here. That was a flashback, right? Ah, yeah, good idea. Dizzily, we left the room and made it back to the main floor. I hate to say it, Robbie, but I don't think anyone's going to be in the mood to eat after that. No, that's fine. I'm not either. And food's probably cold now anyway. What? Yeah, I'm like, wait, what happened? Is Busybody alive? I have no idea. I thought it was like a memory or a flashback or something. Is Robbie seeing things? Maybe he's like hallucinating or something? We all split up to do our own thing. I decided to stick with Robbie for a little while. After that, I wanted to make sure he was doing okay. Hey, Robbie, do you mind if I hang out with you for a while? Oh, go ahead. The two of us went to the cafeteria and sat down to talk. I want to know how you're holding up. Oh, I've been doing all right. Well, to be totally honest, I haven't actually been doing so good. I mean, with Rottenella gone and Sporticus too, sometimes I wonder why I was the one who got to live. Rottenella had a whole life ahead of her, and Sporticus would have gotten everyone out of here, so no, forget it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be pouring my troubles onto a kid. Aww. The dad-daughter moment. It's beautiful. No, don't apologize. I'm the one who asked. Thanks for telling me. I can't totally understand how that must feel, but I did lose my Uncle Milford, and for a couple of days I started to think the same thing. But that's not the way you should look at it. It's not? No, I mean, you can't change the past after all. So focusing all your energy on it, especially in such a negative way, is bad for you. All you can do now is keep living for them. It's what they would want for you, isn't it? You remind me of them. Thank you, Stephanie. I feel a bit better now. Of course, I'm happy to help. Aww, that is so adorable. Stephanie and Robbie having such a wonderful moment. Oh, let me screenshot this. So amazing. I love that. All right, now get out of here before I start sniffling all over the place. Aw. Sure, Robbie. I walked out of the door, only to stumble across Stingy immediately. What was he doing outside so close to the cafeteria? Did he hear everything? Was he spying on us? Oh, hello, Stephanie. Fancy meeting you here. Whoa, were you just waiting out here? Oh, well, yes, but for a reason. I just wanted to make sure Robbie was okay, you know? That, and there's something I thought I should tell you. You're working with the mastermind, aren't you? About when I tripped back there, I ended up landing next to a cell phone, and it was a pretty nice phone, so I may have brought it up here with me to keep in my room. But when I inspected it, I found a couple of recordings saved on there. I didn't listen to a lot of it, but from what I heard, it sounds like Bessie. Like she had an audio diary or something. Wait, what? That's interesting. Thanks for letting me know. So what do you think we should do with it? Yeah, good question. What should we do with that? Well, I was going to bring everyone together so we could listen to it, which is why I came here to tell you. I told Pix a little bit ago, and he's off to get Trixie to the rec room. Stingy was fidgeting around with his cufflinks, despite his usual composed behavior. That's a little weird. I'm just not sure about Robbie. I mean, given the circumstances, I don't know if it's best to have him listen to her. You do have a point. He and Bessie aren't exactly on good terms, and who knows what she might talk about. Yeah, Bessie is dead. Miss Busybody's dead. I want to. Mr. Rotten, have you been here this whole time? I overheard from in the cafeteria. You guys weren't exactly quiet, you know. But in any case, I want to listen too. Well, I don't really want to, but I have a responsibility too. What kind of supervisor would I be if I didn't? Besides, this sounds like it could be a lead. That's what I thought too. Good on you, Mr. Rotten. Let's head that way. Robbie and I followed Stingy up to the rec room. There, Trixie and Pixel were just settling in. Everyone is sneaky right now. They really are. Sorry I'm late. Welcome, Christian. How you been? Hey there, you two. Pixel, you have the phone with you. Sure do. Are you guys ready to start listening? One thing first, I'm all for finding out more potential clues, but before we do, isn't this kind of an invasion of privacy? I guess so, but at the same time, if Monoticus deliberately left it there for us, it's probably worth listening to. Besides, I feel like she doesn't have much to lose anyhow. Let's just do it already. All right. If anyone wants to head out before we start playing it, this is your last chance. No one moved a muscle. Nobody. Okay, let's get started then. Beep. Uh-oh. The first recording started with heavy, unstable breathing. It sounded like Bessie was horrified. Huh? Oh God, I did it. In that list, I thought it had to have been Sporticus, so I did it. But he said he had nothing to do with it. Everyone leaned in intently to hear the recording. It sounded like Bessie took a deep breath and tried to steady herself. But I won't be the blackened. I can't be. Sporticus said he would make sure of it. Sporticus? Wait, what? The recording ends and the previous one begins. In this one, Bessie is sobbing. We skimmed through some more, and this seems to go on for quite a few recordings. We stopped listening then, deciding to respect her privacy, at least, with the rest of the recordings. The first one was clearly the one we were meant to listen to. Hey, wait a second! You guys, don't you realize what this means? Is it Bessie? What do you mean, Trixie? She seemed convinced that she wouldn't be the blackened because Sporticus would take care of it. I'm not sure what she meant by that, but Sporticus never goes back on his word. That's a good point. Knowing her, she wouldn't say that without some backing, and based on her actions in trial, she would have brought some means of escape if she thought she could get caught. Which means there may have been some foul play last trial, and I think it's related to the mastermind somehow. So you're saying we might be able to use this to get to the bottom of everything? Trixie, you make a good point, and if Stingy found this clue in that room, who's to say there aren't more? If we can gather all the clues, we might be able to rat this mastermind out once and for all. We really could. There's just one problem. Is this worth going back into that room? We'd have to navigate through all the corpses, you know. Oh, yeah. Yikes, I don't want to do that. Let's not do that. We all struggled to come to a decision. Stingy had a point there. Was it worth going back in there? Well, Mr. Rotten, you're old and wise. What do you suppose we do? Personally, I'd like to never enter that room again, but thinking logically, it's kind of unavoidable. If we don't investigate it now, we might end up down there by other means. Who knows when Monoticus is going to present another motive. I don't want more people down there dead, so we should go down there while we're alive. You know, you're absolutely right. I think we should go down too. Then it's settled. We'll go back and investigate right away. Hold on. I still think we should give ourselves a bit of time to mentally prepare before we do this. I do, at least. Robbie's right. We should probably take this process slowly. Our psyches will thank us. Are we gonna eat? We should eat. At that point, it was getting late, so we headed to bed. We decided we'd give ourselves a couple days to relax before we get down to business. If it ends up being Miss Busybody, that would be really funny. Especially after her just being executed in the last trial. Yay to the corpse room. Yay! I can't wait to see some bodies. Waking up to the next morning, I felt especially stiff trying to move around. Yikes. I haven't had time to properly exercise for a while. Maybe I'll go play in the gym for a while. But with who? Aha! I know just the person. Hey, Trixie. Do you want to go play in the gym? We're going to play in the gym right now? No. Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's go, Pinky. The two of us played basketball for a good hour or so, then started to take it easy. Soon we found ourselves laying on the gym floor, looking at the lights. So, aww, that's adorable. So in a few days, we're gonna head back down there. Do you think we're actually gonna find more clues? No one else will have to die? You were really onto something back there. I think we're absolutely gonna get what we need to solve this. We're gonna get out of here together, remember? Yeah, you're right. Trixie and I spent the rest of the day together. That is if someone doesn't pull a Kibo and, like, you know, sacrifice themselves for the whole team. The next day after breakfast, I went to the library to relax. It would be quiet in there after all. However, I ended up bumping into Pixel, who had been paying close attention to the bookshelves. Ah, hey Stephanie. Sorry about that. Hi Pixel, no worries. What are you up to? Well, I was looking through all the books to see if there was one with clues in it. No dice, unfortunately. It's mostly just university textbooks. Oh, and another thing I should mention to you. Yesterday, I tried to do a little test. I put something in the garbage here, and today when I checked the bin, it was gone. Interesting. That means they take out the trash every day, and if my calculations are correct, all of it must go to that room. That explained Bessie's phone. Maybe she threw it out? That was a smart test. But if I'm right, that would mean that Obtuse's deciphering is also down there, since Milford discarded it. In poor condition maybe, but it's still worth looking into. Anyways, I'm just rambling now, so I'm gonna keep looking through these books. See you around, Steph. He sped off, continuing to scan the bookshelves with extreme precision. Gee, Pixel sure seems determined to find clues. I decided to follow his example. University textbooks, take them all. Those things are expensive, I know, right? You know how much those things are worth? We need those things. We could be millionaires off those things. As I looked through, I noticed that they really were all textbooks. Weird. I did realize that this place felt like some kind of weird school, but not like any I've ever been to. Oh, maybe this is Lazytown University? My Uncle Milford went here back in the day, and that explained why Miss Busybody recognized the classrooms upstairs. Oh, Lazy U, baby! Hey! All those classrooms seem familiar somehow. Dude, I really want that shirt, dude. That shirt is kind of dope. That man's got swag. What's up, Dark Slayer? How you been? It's gone downhill since they took classes here, that's for sure. Wait a second. What's that? That doesn't look like a textbook. I pulled the book from the shelf. Hey, this is a scrapbook. I flipped through it. Oh my gosh. This scrapbook is full of pictures of my friends. I start feeling sentimental. Aww. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my god. This is bringing back so many memories of the show. I love it. I love the picture in the middle. All of them kind of like in an animated form. That is so cool. When I flipped to the front page, the owner's name was in the corner, or their initials at least. SS, as in Stephanie Splits? Those are my initials. Wait, this isn't my scrapbook, is it? Did I leave this here somehow? Am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, you saw that picture? Go back. Right here of Rodnella and Stephanie. That is so adorable. Why? That's great. Soon, Pixel noticed what I was looking at and approached me. The SS Spits. This scene is important. Whoa, what's that? Did you find it in here? Yeah, it's a scrapbook. It has my initials in it. But I don't remember ever having this for some reason. Huh? That's weird. You never expect a scrapbook at a library like this. Especially not your scrapbook. I agreed, and almost on cue, I heard someone shout from somewhere else on the floor. Ah! How many layers are on this thing? Anyway. What the... Concernedly, I dropped the scrapbook and ran towards the source of the shouting. It was coming from the kitchen, and once I got in... Ah, Stephanie! Say, you have muscles. Could you please get me, could you help me get this tape off the cabinet? Mr. Fantasco must have put like 20 layers or something. What the heck? I thought he was making a cake. I literally thought he was making a cake. Yeah, we're waiting for the Rampa and Friends Daily Life and Trial to finish before we check it out. But yeah, I already know it's uploading. Sure, I can help. But was there a particular reason you wanted it off? When Pablo taped this up, he said it was just the tea cabinet, right? I wanted to make sure he wasn't hiding some secret clue in here. Oh yeah, good point. I never even thought of that. Well, that makes us a good team. I'm the brains and you're the brawn. Sure. Yeah, because, you know, Stephanie is so strong, right? So muscular. Eventually, we get the layers of tape off, and Stingy wasn't exaggerating. Pablo must have really not wanted this to be accessible. You ready, Stephanie? This is the moment of truth. Ready. Slowly and steadily, we open the cabinet doors to reveal. Oh! Oh! No! The lamp! The lamp! The sleepy time tea. The tea kettle. Aww. Courtesy of Monoticus. Oh, it's such a memorial for Genie. Oh. I guess he wasn't really hiding anything after all. He just didn't want to look at things that reminded him of. I kind of felt bad for even suspecting something was up. He closed the cabinet and left it alone. Ah, speaking of clues, I found something really confusing in the library not too long ago. Want to see? Oh, most certainly. Lead the way. I like how she's flexing here. Ah, Stephanie, you're amazing. Stingy and I walked into the library, but when we got there, it was like the scrapbook had never been there at all. Wait, who took it? Bro, it had to be Pixel, bro. Pixel had to have taken that. So what exactly were you going to show me? I don't know where it went. I swore it was just here, but now it's gone? What the heck? It had to be Pixel. Who else? Huh? Well, that's too bad. A couple days go by. Sorry, a day goes by and we all meet up in the cafeteria again, feeling pretty nervous. So today's the day. Is everyone ready? More or less. Trixie walked in with masks, pairs of gloves, and a bunch of flashlights. Just a couple of things I found in the storage room that I thought might come in handy. Take some if you want. Everyone grabbed one of each and we headed down. We were all scared, but Robbie seemed especially stressed over this. If it helps any, you can hold my hand again, Mr. Rotten. It is kind of weird that Pixel and Stingy are finding things. You know what I mean? What is Robbie and Trixie doing? Like, how come they're finding everything? And with that, we walked in. Oh my God. Oh, I don't want to be in this room. It looks like someone came in here since we left, and they moved Rottenella and Sporticus closer to the entrance. Significantly closer. What the freak? Maybe they're zombies. Okay. I can't do this. I can't do this right now. I need to leave. Hey, Mr. Rotten, let's head outside for a little bit, okay? Stingy and... Wait, what was Stingy about to say? Hey, what? Deer. Hey, deer? Stingy and Robbie left the room and sat in the downstairs lobby for a moment, leaving the three of us in there. You almost called him Dad? Oh. Oh. This is sick. Hey, guys, over here. Trixie was further into the room, waving to us. When we got to... So, wait. That's even more suspicious if you think about it, right? So, wait, they have a connection too? What the f is happening? Trixie was further into the room, waving to us. When we got to her, she was looking at a bunch of wooden boards. They had blood stains on them. Aren't these the boards that were covering the holes in the wall before the trial? I don't think so. I mean, we didn't see any blood on those, right? So how could there be blood now? Not sure. Maybe there's blood on the side facing the hole? We took those into account. Along with them, we got a couple other clues that we'd inspect further once we got out of here. Robbie and Stingy came back into the room after a few minutes and helped us investigate. And while we looked around, Robbie spoke up. Wait, hold on, everyone. Something is wrong with Sporticus. His head, in particular. Upon hearing this, we walked over to him and looked at Sporticus's head. Was he bleeding? What the heck? What's going on? We didn't see that there last time. Or maybe we just didn't see it in the position he was in? Regardless of that, I think I'm about ready to go upstairs. The smell is already infiltrating my mask. Blah. Agreeing, we returned upstairs to re-examine our clues. That's gotta be important later on. We have the message Bessie left on her cell phone. Obtuse is deciphering, albeit very, messy. The state of Sporticus's body, along with the bloody wooden boards. And that scrapbook. Plenty of things to make our case. All that was left to do now was... Hey, Monoticus! That's me. What do you want? Everyone here. Requests another trial. Another trial? What for? Nobody else died yet. And nobody else will. We're putting a stop to this once and for all. I don't know what you're scheming, but very well. I'll bite for a price. Regardless of the outcome of this trial, someone's getting executed, and I don't care who it is. Wait, what? What the f? No! I can't lose another person! If you could somehow stop this like you claim you can, find a loophole, catch me. Then I'll willfully kick the bucket and let you all off the hook. You'll be free to go, but if you mess this up, I'll be killing you instead. Are you ready to take that chance? Oh, that's not good. I looked at the group as if to ask what they thought of this. Well, don't we always have our lives on the line during these trials? Exactly. The only difference now is we have the chance to leave. You're trying to scare us out of doing it by using what we've been dealing with since the beginning. I say we go through with this. I'm sick of this place. Yeah, Robbie's right. Let's get this over with. Very well. We'll host it tomorrow morning. Be ready. The next morning came far, far quicker than I expected. I was pretty nervous, and of course, everyone else was too. Everyone stood in front of the elevator, hesitant to step inside, knowing the consequences. Once we got inside, we knew that at least one of us wouldn't be coming back up. Yikes. We're gonna lose somebody here today. And I'm not ready for that. Wanting to put on a brave face for the sake of my friends, I step in first. Everyone followed suit. No, Robbie. I'm scared. Me too. I am too, but we need to keep moving forward. Right. We'll get through this like always. All of us. Well, not all of us. Remember the condition we were given? Someone's getting executed today. Yikes. Who is that gonna be? Come on, guys. Don't look so mopey. Like Robbie said before, it's like any other trial. Yeah. Someone's just gonna die. If it's Robbie, I'm gonna be so off. Determined despite our fear, we stepped out of the elevator and into the trial room. Yeah, no spoilers, please, in the chat. Hit that like button too, by the way. I'd really appreciate it. Helps us out. All right, let's start the chapter 5 trial. Hello, residents. Oh, now this will be an interesting one. So then, how exactly do you intend to take me down? Well, I think we should look over Sporticus's condition first. We didn't see it before, but he had some kind of blood coming from his head. How did the injury get there? And what do the boards have to do with it? I was thinking about that yesterday, and right now I have a couple different theories. We could go over them together. First, I thought since there was blood on the boards and on Sporty's head, maybe he was struck by the boards. However, they're on all of the boards, and the blood looks kind of smudged, which leads me to believe that the blood might have been on the wall before the boards were put there, and that's why they're all smudgy. Yeah, and there'd be blood on one of the ends of the boards if he was struck by one. It doesn't make any sense otherwise. I mean, you wouldn't hit someone with the middle of a wooden board. No, you wouldn't. If you spoil, your elbows will be stolen. I like that. Okay, so the blood was already on the wall when the boards were put on, and Sporticus's head injury was caused by other means. But what other means could that have even been? Oh, maybe he was hit by something else and the blood splattered onto the wall because of it. I was thinking that, but that sounds possible, but I doubt there would be such big splatters if that was the case. I mean, if he was struck, the blood flew onto the wall and then it was transferred onto the boards. It'd be a lot more sparse, don't you think? You make a good point, Robbie, but what does that mean for us? someone used the wall as a weapon, or I mean, I'd assume the person with the boards and the attacker are one and the same. So why not just hit him with the boards instead, right? It seems weird. Wait, maybe we're looking at this wrong. What if the attacker and the person who boarded up the wall weren't the same person? Or what if maybe there wasn't any attacker at all? Huh? I was thinking that also, Eris, that he hit his head against the wall, but maybe that's not it either. What do you mean there wasn't an attacker? Then where could the injury have come? Or maybe that is it. Well, as much as I don't want to say this, you guys remember what Miss Busybody said, right? But I won't be the blackened. I can't be. Oh, did he really commit? Did he do that? Sporticus said he would make sure of it. Dude, that's what I was thinking in the last trial. But then they executed Miss Busybody, so I was like, oh well, maybe she's the one that did it. By making sure of it, you don't think she means with the wall he? Oh my god. No, who am I kidding? Of course that's what it means. He knew regardless of what he did next that he was going to die, so he decided to save everyone. He broke the wall open to get everybody out of here, and that included Bessie. It only makes sense. He's a hero though, and through and through. But the thing about it is that means Bessie can't be dead then. Maybe Bessie didn't die. So maybe Bessie might be the mastermind. So that's why Bessie was so insistent on taking a last look at things. No, you idiots. Vote wrong and we're all dead. Let's look the case over one more time. Then we'll see what really... Okay. So Sporticus offed himself by banging his head against the wall a couple times. What is this meant to prove? This means Busybody is innocent. Well, not totally innocent, but she still wasn't the Blackened, and she was executed anyway. The mastermind executed someone who hadn't really committed murder, and in doing that, made themselves the Blackened. Oh dear, how scandalous. Guess I need to get executed now too, huh? Alright then, catch me. We will, but where on earth do we even start? The five of us tried to think of something, but to no avail. Nothing's coming to you? Here, maybe this will help you out. Air this video on television. I know you have the means to do so. If you don't, something terrible will happen to the residents of Lazy Town. You have been warned. Ultimate villain. The recipient is irrelevant, so I cut them out. In any case, I hope this will give you some inspiration. Okay, so we're going to talk about the note now. So it seems like whoever the mastermind is they cheated. The ultimate villain? Wait a second. No, it couldn't be. Robbie? I don't think so. No. I'm not buying that. Huh? I'm not buying that. As soon as I saw ultimate villain on that note, I was like, I don't think so. I don't understand. There's actually a... Oh, hold on, everyone. This wasn't me. I swear it wasn't. You'd better explain yourself, Robbie. What's that supposed to mean? Okay. It's about time I told you this. You might not believe me, but I'm not actually the ultimate villain. I didn't think so. I only claimed that title because I thought no one else had it right now. This has nothing to do with me. I want to believe it, Robbie, but you have to realize how suspicious this makes you. If you aren't the ultimate villain like you claim now, then what are you? Good question. I like the unique art. Yeah, same. I wish there was more unique art, you know what I mean? I'm actually the ultimate disguise maker. What? The what now? I know, lame name, right? Sure, it's a fun talent to have. I'm happy to be the master of disguise, but ultimate disguise maker doesn't roll off the tongue at all. Besides, my family's always been ultimate villains, so I wanted to follow in their footsteps. Rondell is the only exception in that regard, aside from me, I suppose. Someone more villainous than even us must have taken the title, and with a plot as heinous as this, it only makes sense that they would be. That must have been who wrote this letter. Robbie, I'm still not totally convinced. This sounds pretty convenient. Honest, I swear to you, I'm too soft to be a real villain. You guys said it yourself. Come on, Stephanie. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Robbie looked panicked, but he felt really genuine to me. Wait, maybe I had something to help him. Hey, Robbie, did Rodnella know about this by any chance? Alexa, play I'm the Master of Disguise. You remember that movie? I freaking hated that movie. Are you talking about the movie or is it something else? Tycoon, what's going on? Yeah, because he did make those a lot in the show. Yeah, he did. Of course she did. I told her not to tell anyone though. Why do you ask? Then that explains it. The first day we were here, I spent some time with Rodnella. We were all scared about the situation. And since we thought Robbie was behind this because he was the ultimate villain, I asked Rodnella about it. Yeah, I definitely trust Robbie here. Rodnella, I'm curious. So Robbie's basically your dad, right? So would Robbie and Dot be disguise buddies then? I guess so. What do you think about the whole mastermind thing? Do you think he really did it? Rodnella frowned, looking away, like there was something she knew and that she couldn't tell me. That must have been the thing she couldn't tell me. That was why she seemed upset. She wanted to say that we were all suspecting him over the ultimate he didn't even really have to begin with. I'm still not sure. I mean, no one else questioned Robbie's talent. Or not to my memory, at least, right? Hold up! Stephanie said, no, that's wrong. Not quite. There were a couple different times where people thought his behavior was uncharacteristic of an ultimate villain. Even you did, Pixel. You did say you were the ultimate villain, see? You are the ultimate villain, right? Based on that, I don't think we should just put it past you. Oh, look at this. The ultimate villain is really trying to accuse me? You're one to talk, Mr. Rotten. Well, let's not be too hasty. Do you know how early I had to wake up to make these? I'm still the ultimate villain, so don't expect this treatment all the time. More like the ultimate softie. I think an ultimate villain could stand to spend any time near an ultimate hero strange to me. It just doesn't make any sense. Almost like, stop talking about my ultimate, all right? He's dodged it all the time. Clearly has nothing to do with this case. Let's move on already. Huh? I guess you have a point. He never actually acted like a villain, did he? We all kind of noticed, but not enough to call him out for it. That's right, you see? I was disguising as an ultimate villain this entire time. Well, that's a relief. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. I like how they did that. Yeah, I'm happy to hear it too. But if you aren't the ultimate villain, then who is? We looked at each other suspiciously. However, there's not much we can do to determine this right now. If the ultimate villain is even one of us at all, that is. You know, this whole time I've been like sitting here like feeling that this fangame doesn't really have much mystery element to it, but I like how they did that. That was cool. Actually, there's something else we never mentioned yet. Something Monoticus made sure not to bring up. He never told us who the recipient is. That sounds pretty important. But Monoticus said it was irrelevant, didn't he? Maybe that's what he wants us to think, so we won't try to find them. If we actually look back at things though, clearly, it's pretty relevant. Yeah, that's clever, yeah. I mean, Monoticus gave Bessie those hints as a motive, after all. If that doesn't prove its importance, I don't know what does. To help us, it's a little messy for sure, but we do have that letter from Obtuse. That might give us a hint at least. It says Milford on it. This letter is addressed to, and then it's all stained. Ugh, this is disgusting. How are we even meant to read anything through the bloodstains? This is a waste of time. It's all illegible now. Wait, not quite. I think I can see a couple letters peeking through. I and ER. It looks like the I is in the first name and the ER is from the last name. Huh? Well, whose name has an I and ER? I know Robbie Rotten certainly doesn't. Neither does Stephanie Splits. Trixie Troublebee doesn't either. Stingy Spoilero admittedly does fit the criteria. It does. It does. So does Pixel Hyperbite. Hold on. It's getting a little scary here. It's kind of spooky. Even so, that doesn't mean it was one of us. The recipient doesn't have to be alive after all. I think we should look through everyone first before jumping to conclusions. I wouldn't be so sure. Remember what Miss Busybody said last trial? The empty room is soundproof. That much is true. But that isn't the only secret I learned. I was also given a list of people who may have been the ones to receive that letter. You know the one. Yo, hold on. Spartacus was the only adult on that list, so I assumed got angry and acted too soon. Yo, this is the best trial we've gotten so far out of this fan game. This is the only one that actually feels like a trial to me. Spartacus was the only possible recipient who wasn't a kid. Okay, whatever. But it could still have been one of the dead ones. I don't think so. Ziggy Sweets doesn't match. Neither does Rottenella Rotten. Not even Jive's junk food fits. I guess you have a point. So it really was one of us. But what about it? Either I or Stingy received the letter, but does that mean for us? I mean, it could be both of y'all, technically. Well, the recipient had two choices, right? They had to either air the video on TV or let something terrible happen to us residents. Based on the situation we're stuck in, I can only assume they chose option 2. Technically, that makes them the reason we're stuck in here, even if not directly. And whoever this recipient is knows a lot more than they lead on. They may not even be involved, or they may even be involved in this somehow. Otherwise, you'd think they would have something said, would have said something already. Now they're quiet. That makes sense. Whoever the recipient is has some valuable information. They might even be helping with this killing game. Now, which one of them is it? Stingy or Pixel? I'm saying both, bruh. I'm saying both. It's gotta be both of them. Wait a second. Don't I have evidence against one of them already? Bam! Everyone, I found something in the library a while ago, and it seemed kind of weird. I think it might be relevant to this. It was a scrapbook, which was unusual because the rest of the books were textbooks. The page that I looked at was full of pictures and memories of our friends. I thought it was mine at first, though I don't remember it. But thinking back, the inside had a yellow color scheme, and the writing on the cover, or on the front cover, could really have incriminated Stingy. Whoa, do you have it with you? No. I headed out of the library in a hurry and dropped it on my way out. When I got it back, it was gone. Yeah, but somebody took it. It had to be Pixel. But hey, Pixel can vouch for me. He was with me when I found it. Pixel, you remember that, don't you? Yeah, you stole that. We know you did. I have no idea what you're talking about. I bet. Huh? What do you mean you... But you were there. I don't know what you're talking about. Seriously. I didn't see any scrapbook. Oh, what the okay, Pixel. That is a snake move right there. That is a snake move. What a liar. And you say this was mine? No offense, but do I look like the type to scrapbook? Not my thing. You do look like a scrapbooker. Look at that bow tie. The two of them, they're both lying through their teeth. Something really fishy is going on here. Okay, so she thought SS meant Stephanie Splits, but it actually means Stingy. Spoiler-o. Are you sure you really saw this scrapbook, Stephanie? Oh no. Now no one believes me. What should I do? Wait, maybe I can catch them off guard if I say this. I swear I did it. In fact, it even said Stingy Spoiler-o on the front cover. Oh! Are we about to get him? Reverse psychology? Psst. Yeah, good try. It said SS, not Stingy Spoiler. Oh. What the Yo, you just got caught in 4K! Oh my god! Wait, so you did know about it? What about it? It's just a stupid scrapbook. I don't get why you're so focused on it anyway. What are you going to do? Accuse me for having a hobby? You try though. Right now, that isn't my primary concern. My biggest question at the moment is, what a dumb ass. Like seriously, why would you do that? Pixel, why did you feel the need to hide the existence of the scrapbook? And now that we're on the subject, this isn't the only suspicious thing he's done here. For one, do you guys remember when we first got stuck in this place? He upped the security on accident. He did! They're not lying! Shoot. No. Ah! Sorry about that, guys. I must have increased the wrong thing. At least we have the wall alternative. Oh, crap. Looking back on it now, I hardly think that was an accident. What in the world? That really was an accident. And in my defense, I tried to make up for it, didn't I? Nah, bruh. Hey, the foreshadowing though. I'm liking how this is all coming together. I asked Stephanie to help me find the storage room to get supplies. I was gonna help Sorticus with the wall. Pixel and I spent some time looking for a supply closet. Eventually we found one, but I didn't have whatever he was looking for. Pixel and I spent some time looking for a supply. Oh, wait, what? I guess I didn't click. But there weren't any good materials in there, so there wasn't much I could do. You can't say I didn't try. Hold on, Stephanie. The next time you went to the storage room, didn't you find the letter and the tape? I did. And I was with Stingy nonetheless. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? That you're a freaking snake. Pixel, the real reason you took me there was to try to show me that letter, wasn't it? No, okay, I'm sure I look suspicious right now, but none of this is concrete evidence. If you really want to start accusing me, then give me something undeniable. Show me somewhere I slipped up. I doubt you can. Ah, bruh. Man, I'm sorry, Pixel. You a brother too? Like, what's going on? To be fair, none of this really proves he's involved. Suspicious as it may be, there isn't any room for failure here. Our lives are on the line after all. We have to be missing something, but what? Maybe we could look back at older trials. Were there any questions left unanswered during those? Well, in the first trial, there wasn't much left unsaid. In the second trial, we weren't sure what Obtuse's deciphering said, but we found out earlier. In the third trial, we didn't get to find out what exactly was on the video. I don't think that much is important though. Pablo's reaction gave us enough of an idea, yeah. But in the fourth trial, we still don't know who made that footprint. Yeah, we skimmed right over that, didn't we? Miss Busybody was on it though. It looks like a sneaker imprint. I wear heels, so it couldn't have been made by me. Okay, but three of us wear sneakers, right? Myself, Stephanie, and Trixie. Could have been any of us if you really think about it. Nah, bruh. Nah, it's starting to add up to you, Pixel. There's something you're forgetting about that night, Pixel. I was drugged. I stumbled to my dorm and went out like a light until the next morning announcement. Wasn't me, that's for sure. And I was the third witness. By the time I saw him, Sporticus's blood had already dried up. Since he was there all night, I certainly couldn't have left a footprint. Pixel, you know what this means. By process of elimination, it had to have been you. Oh, Pixel, for shame. Hey, you aren't off the hook just yet. Get him, Stephanie. No, why not? I was the third witness, remember? Which means that two people saw the body before me. We know that Pixel's one of them, but we still don't know who the other is. Oh, well, that's easy. It must have been Robbie. Nah, bruh. Don't blame that junk on Robbie, bro. That was you. It couldn't have been Stingy. I was drugged too, remember? Ah, that's right. I'm sorry. Then in that case, it must have been Bessie. Technically, she didn't murder Sporticus, so she could have counted, right? But she said she went right to her dorm after talking to him in the empty room. She didn't know he was down there until everyone else did, and she had no reason to lie about that. Even if I did these things, I still wasn't there when he died. He dragged himself downstairs after I left, did he not? At that point, I'd already gone to bed. Oh, the foreshadowing in that fourth trial was amazing. That leaves you two, and you two only. You guys, you boarded up the wall Sporticus made, and you posed him in a way we couldn't see his head injury, so we thought he was murdered, didn't you? No, Stingy didn't. That was me. What? Now you're taking the blame, Pixel? What's going on here? Hey, what's going on right now? What's up, Leo? How you been? We are in a trial right now. This is the last trial of the Fangan. I saw everything happen from the security room. Immediately, I went upstairs and fixed the problem. I boarded up the wall and adjusted Sporticus accordingly, but that was all me. Maybe Stingy stumbled across the scene later, but he had nothing to do with what I did. So please, leave him out of it. Yeah, bro, you don't have room to speak. What's up, Lime? How you been? Pixel keeps insisting that Stingy isn't involved, but why is he so adamant about it? Now, wait a second. Stingy's too suspicious to be put aside. I think we should look into him a bit more. No. Wait, why not? What do you mean, no? First of all, Pixel tried to protect Stingy by saying he'd never seen that scrapbook. And Stingy also happened to be with Pinky when she found that letter in the tape. Not to mention he was one of the other two witnesses. Even if Pixel insisted he had nothing to do with this can't be left alone. Huh. I have one word for you girls. Circumstantial. None of that proves anything. Oh, but good try though. I didn't want to bring this up, but I think it's important now. It's something I noticed from the first trial. Huh? Wait, Mr. Rotten. It was right before we started voting. Robbie, hey, come on. Don't do this. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. You about to get caught, Stingy. He suggested we start the vote before Monoticus even told us that voting was an element of the trial. Oh! Yo, I love that. I did not even think about that. That went right over my freaking head. Holy crap. We all seem pretty settled here. So are we going to vote now or... Wow! All right, everybody. Now's the time to vote for who the killer is. Look down at your podium and take your pick. You're done! Dad! He called him Dad! Dad, quit it! Oh, he's mad! The sprite and all. How would he even know voting was a part of the trial before we were told about it? Yo, that's cool. They did good with that, man. This is a good final trial. I'm sorry, Stingy, but I can't just ignore this. Don't apologize, Robbie. He's only trying to manipulate you. In any case, I think this evidence is plenty. Yo, he really did all this? Yeah. Pixel's Stingy. What do you have to say for yourselves? I knew that Stingy had been trying to get that scrapbook for a long time now. I'll admit, I did run into him at the library. I was grabbing a book to read in my dorm when he came in. He didn't tell me what he was in there for, though, and I left a couple minutes after. If only I'd found it before Stephanie did that day, then he wouldn't have been on anyone's radar. Ah, but you slipped up, bro. Ah! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Man, it's turning into one of the Warriors of Hope. What the heck? Pixel's never been so loud. He's behaving really strangely, even more than before. I'm a failure. A total failure. You know, Pixel, you really are a total failure. Shut up, Stingy. But so am I. We're both big screw-ups. Failures without a doubt. It's both of our faults at the end of the day. We got caught together, didn't we? Yeah, you're right. Enough with the procrastinating. Answer the question already. Well, Pixel, they're egging us on. You ready? All right. Yeah, I'm ready. Ahem. Oh, shoot. Are they gonna... We're the Also Despair boys. So, you guys think you're... Dude, this is crazy. The way that this Fangan did all of this, because, like, you know, obviously this Fangan's had its issues, right? We all know that. We can all agree with that. You know, it's sped by a lot. You know, there wasn't a lot of, you know, building up any of the characters or anything like that. But they did pretty well when it came to these trials and the foreshadowing for the ending of this game. It's good. Of all the times the lag. Oh. Anyways. So, you guys think we're controlling something behind the scenes? You think we know more than we let on? Well, you'd be right. But that's not all. Not only are one of us the recipient, we're also... Wait, what? That's crazy! What? Their outfits and everything. Oh my god. What? A 1, a 2. A 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Yes! Custom music and all. We need the flags. We need the flags in chat right now. Wave them. That's crazy. I like this song though. Are they waltzing? I think so. They're gay though. That is amazing. Let's see people's reactions. I love what the chat's doing right now. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for coming to the stream, by the way. The effort put into this is amazing. They dancing. Aw, that's so cool, dude. I need this playlist. This playlist is cool. Where can you find the custom music? Is the custom music anywhere on YouTube to like download? Ta-da! Shocking, isn't it? Trixie trembled furiously. No. No. Hold on, let me do a quick search on YouTube. Wait, give me a second. Let me look something up. Oh wait, maybe there is. Hold on. Oh wait. Yay! I found it. Cool. I wish there was an extended track. Robbie's knees buckled and gripped onto the stand to keep himself up. As for me, I just froze. I stared. My friends, how could this have happened? What in the world? They weren't like this before. I swear they weren't. Not before this game. Or had they always been this way? Hiding it from us? I'm pretty sure you're all very confused. Feel free to ask any questions you're curious about. I love how their sprites change too. They're freaking awesome. But no autographs or pictures, please. Gay rights. Yeah, gay rights. You said one of you were the recipient, right? Which one of you was it? Well, I thought it was pretty obvious. If you guys had used your brains for once, maybe it'd come to you. First of all, the sender said they knew the recipient had means to air the video on TV, right? Now then, tell me, which one of us runs LazyTown TV?
You're watching LazyTown TV, our very own channel with all the cool moves, good food, and go, go, go.
Okay, Pixel, what the?
Our very own channel with all the cool moves, good food, and
I love
go,
that.
Go, go. You're watching
Pixel, huh? Okay, I see what you did there. Oh, right. I should have thought of that. Wait, so if Pixel's the recipient, Stingy, that means you're the sender. You've been the ultimate villain all along. That explains it. I always thought his whole ultimate prince role was questionable. Hey, well, that's just offensive. Ultimate prince is my actual talent. Little old me, an ultimate villain? Unthinkable. Clearly, you're misinterpreting this situation. Maybe we should shed some light on the subject, and who better to tell the tale than the recipient himself? Take it away, Pixel, my dear. Aww. Sure thing, Stingy. It all started at my house. I received a package on my doorstep, which I thought was weird because it means I didn't order it. That someone must have put it there personally and then left before I saw them. I knew this because usually when I order something online, it comes in instantly and the mailman delivers it to me directly. Something was up, that's for sure. When I opened it, I'm sure you can imagine my surprise. The ultimate villain was threatening me to air a video on TV. At first, I thought this was just one of Robbie's silly schemes, so I tried to hint towards the letter a couple times without saying it outright, but he didn't look like he knew anything about it. That's when I found out that Robbie wasn't the ultimate villain and that this was serious. I was terrified. Of course, I didn't want anything to happen to my friends, but I didn't want to air this video either. It couldn't have been something good, that's for sure. What? What's up, Keg? What's up, Kev? How you been? Thank you for the $2. Blaze, you are number one. You're number one. You're amazing, Kevin. I'm glad that you're doing well out here, man. I hope you enjoyed the Somnium Files yesterday. So I came up with a plan. That's it. I'll just air the video at 8:08. Everyone will be fast asleep at that point, so I can go through with these demands without putting anyone in danger. And I did just that. At 8:08 that night, I aired the video on LazyTown TV. This way, no one would have to watch it, and no one would have to suffer the terrible fate either. Wow. But when I did, I caught sight of the video myself. I guess that's bound to happen when you have so many screens in your room. And when I watched it, I'm sure Pablo gave you enough of an idea as to how that went. Oh. Oh. Okay, wait. I'm confused. Where does Stingy fit into this then? To answer that, I'll pass the mic back to the prince in question. That's when normal people should be asleep, right? You should go to sleep at 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? I wish I could go to sleep at 8 o'clock, but I never can because my body just doesn't work that way. Oh, why, thank you. Aw, they're so cute together. My story starts at my house too, surprisingly enough. A new episode of my favorite show, Luxurious Piggy Banks for the Rich and Famous, was to air at 8 p.m. and to end at 8:30. Obviously, I had a real dilemma on my hands. I have to go to bed at 8:08, but I couldn't possibly wait to watch it. I was really looking forward to it. A monarch needs his piggy fill. Piggy fill, huh? So after pleading with my father, he allowed me to stay up to watch it. 8 minutes in, the show shut off and something interesting started us to play. Man got sent to the Shadow Realm, and the two of us have been craving despair ever since. So you were both influenced by that video? And a follow-up question. If you aired the video like the Ultimate Villain asked, then why are you even stuck in this place? I mean, since Pixel aired it like the Ultimate Villain asked, then how did we get here? There's no reason for us to suffer this stupid, terrible fate thing. They probably made us watch it or something. He got sent to the back rooms. Falling asleep at 8 is really early. Yeah, I wish I could go to sleep at 8, man. And wake up at like, 6 or 7 in the morning. Oh, you guys thought this was being run by the Ultimate Villain, didn't you? No way. This was my idea, or our idea. So credit us. At the time, the two of us were a little worried about what this Ultimate Villain might do next. I mean, this person assumed that everyone would watch the video, meaning we'd all crave despair. Who knows what could have happened to you? With that in mind, we decided we would store you guys somewhere, to make sure that nothing bad happened or anything. Well, nothing super, super, super bad would happen. At least, just a teensy-weensy killing game we organized. Just a killing game? Why I oughta... But you guys still don't know who the Ultimate Villain is? Honestly, we still have no idea. Rather, that's what we would have said before recently. But we have a pretty good guess as to who it is now. Wait, who is it? 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 I want to know. That'll come to light in due time. Ah, come on. You hit me with a cliffhanger right now. Why are you doing this? Anyway, keep on asking those questions. Who's got one? You? 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 I have one. Stingy, all those bonding moments, all the times you helped me out. It wasn't all pretend, was it? I thought you might never ask. You want to know why I helped you out so many times, Mr. Rotten? Why I was there to comfort you in your turmoil? It was so I could have a personal front row seat to your misery. In fact, most of the things that happened to you were directly connected to me. For one, guess who moved Sporticus and Rottenella closer to the entrance of the dump? It's Juko Nishima. I hope not. Imagine if it really is. No, you don't mean you. Time's up. It was me. You did that? Yep. And I was almost caught too. Stephanie saw me just as I was coming back upstairs. Oh, hello, Stephanie. Fancy meeting you here. Wow, this is so messed up. Thankfully, Pixel took that phone up when we left the room for the first time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had anything to improvise on. Well, I was going to bring everyone together so we could listen to it, which is why I came here to tell you. I told Pixel a little bit ago, and he's off to get Trixie to the rec room. Stingy was fidgeting around with his cufflinks despite his usual composed behavior. So that's why Pixel dragged me to the arcade so fast. Robbie and I followed Stingy up to the rec room. There, Trixie and Pixel were just settling in. Hold on a second. But Pixel was on a whole other floor when you said that, right? How did you send the message to him? Ooh, I think this question's for you, Pixel. Stephanie is too MC? I know, right? With pleasure. Before we started the game, Stingy and I decided we need some kind of long-distance communication in case either of us get in a pickle and the other needs help. So I tinkered around with Stingy's piggy cufflinks and I used my headphones. Now, we can communicate from wherever, whenever. I call them the Walk and Talk 6000s. Cool, right? Yeah, I guess. So cool. And we use this more than just that time, too. I agreed, and almost on cue, I heard someone shout from somewhere else on the floor. I don't believe it. Yeah, you really still don't believe me? The two masterminds pulled out a clear bin. Wait, that seems awfully familiar. Isn't that where we found the... In that case, maybe this will convince you. What in the freak? Stingy and Pixel hesitantly at first emptied the bin and glass figures tumbled onto the floor. Huh? The ones that weren't already shattered by then, they started to stomp on. They made a point to personally crush all the ones Robbie kept in his quarters. Oh, no! Ha, ha, that'll show you. Yeah, stop carrying now and feel better later. Is this why they were put in the storage room to begin with? For us to get attached to it and watch be destroyed? I mean, they even had sentimental value to those two. Is this why Stingy was so unwilling to give them away? Oh, these kids are up. He hesitantly grabbed the clear bin from behind him and presented the glass figures. He clenched the bin like his life depended on it. The three of us could only stare back at them. We had nothing else to say. Everybody wants to beat them up so bad right now. These darn kids. What? Out of questions already? Fair enough. It was kind of dragging on, wasn't it? Anyhow, I think we all know what it's time for. Monoticus, if you may. Sure, a deal's a deal. Someone's getting executed today, and quite frankly, I don't care who so long as the head's rolling. So who's it gonna be? Well, I can only assume you all want us dead now, so without further ado... Hold on, wait a second. You two, it's obvious you guys have only been doing these things to make it look like you don't care about us, so that we're upset with you. But in doing so, you're only proving the opposite. Oh? What do you mean by that? I mean, all the things you've been saying and doing this trial. It doesn't sound like you mean it. You guys are way too hesitant to mean it. It's almost like this behavior is hurting you too. Well, Steph's right. It's like you've been acting so cruel without meaning it, so that we'll be less upset when you get executed. So it's not working? You guys aren't angry? Oh no, we're furious, but that doesn't mean you deserve to die. Come on, you two, let's all get out of here. No, we can't. Wait, why not? You're our friends, though. Even if we didn't want an execution to happen, there's nothing we can do. What's that supposed to mean? Monoticus was programmed to not allow anyone to leave until an execution is done. We can't exactly go back on that now. There's no way to reprogram him while he's active. So unless you can overpower a robot whose strength and speed exceeds even Sporticus's, good luck trying to get out of here without an execution happening. And if it isn't one of us, then who? Me. I'll do it. Oh, not Robbie! Huh? No, Robbie, you can't possibly. Hear me out. You guys, you're still kids. You have so much ahead of you. Regardless of what happened during this game, Stingy, Pixel, and I know you both have people to go home to. This is exactly what I didn't want to see happen. I knew this was gonna freaking end up being a thing. I knew they were gonna have to sacrifice Robbie. I don't. And I can't stand this pattern anymore. I care for someone, they die. I care for someone, they die. If that's just going to happen again, then I accept this. So let's just go through it with it already. No, it can't be you. Huh? It can't because it has to be us. We decided Bessie didn't actually kill Sporticus, didn't we? Sporticus sacrificed himself. But Bessie was executed anyway, which means that, in technical terms, she was unfairly killed, and the two of us are Blackens. Okay. Right, that's right. Oh, come on. Hey, you said it yourself not too long ago, Trixie. The mastermind executed someone who hadn't really committed murder, and in doing that, made themselves the Blacken. I mean, that is a good point. Oh dear, how scandalous. Guess I need to get executed now too, huh? All right, then catch me. We're the Blackens, so it has to be us. That's that. So what is happening here? Who's gonna die? Is it gonna be Robbie? Is it gonna be the kids? Who's it gonna be? You still don't have to do this. Think about it. If we could somehow shut Monoticus off, then we can stop this ultimate villain together. Ultimate villain this, ultimate villain that. Ah, enough about him. At the end of the day, the ultimate villain has nothing to do with this killing game. The despair motivated us, sure, but we're the ones running this game. This is on us. So you're doing this? You won't take no for an answer? That's right. Well, here goes nothing. A button to activate their execution rose from the floor in front of them. Oh, but before we go. Oh my god. Everything we said through Monoticus is true. Don't forget that. And quick, catch! Pixel threw a familiar scrapbook to me, but what for? That was it. It was time. The mastermind duo looked really sad for a second, but giggling started to ensue. This is some bullcrap, man. They should not be dying here. They're such great characters. Why do the gays always gotta die? This is it. My execution. My grand finale, and I have to share it. Are you ready, Pixel? Not in the slightest. Neither am I. Royalty and robotics, a mastermind's final showdown? No! They got brainwashed. This isn't fair. They shouldn't be going. This music's kind of slapping though. The gays can't catch a break. They can't, bro. They are just losing every time. It's sad. It's unfortunate. Okay, what do we got here? Stingy and Pixel have been found guilty. Time for the punishment. What is their punishment? Oh wait. Oh yeah, we're good. It's execution time! They're just kids. Aw. Oh no, a castle. What? Big Bang Monokuma. Wait. Are they gonna fight each other? What the heck? Ow. They're loving this. The little piggy Monokuma. Those are so cute. Uh-oh. This is like some Lord of the Rings. The gays are fighting. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. What was that? Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. That execution is horrible. Oh, no. Okay. Let's read the synopsis. Uh-oh, Stingy and Pixel have been found guilty. Despite Robbie, Trixie, and Stephanie's pleas, they take a hold of Monoticus's hands and head off, despair-ridden. The two find themselves on a battlefield. Stingy snaps his fingers and a giant castle rises from beneath him. Meanwhile, with the press of a button, Pixel is lifted and put into a giant mecha. Pixel's armed with lasers, while Stingy has a big supply of cannons. An army of Monoticuses surround the mecha, while Mono Piggies guard the castle. Those Mono Piggies were kind of cute, though. Ready and go. Pixel presses a button in the machine labeled Destruction, and a laser shoots out of the mecha's hands. It grazes Stingy's cheek, but he isn't too bothered, as he proceeds to shoot a cannonball into Pixel's window shield, breaking the glass and hitting his face. The battle gets heated from here as the Mono Piggies and Monocuses head towards their opponent's bases. Lasers and cannonballs are flying, destroying everything in sight. Soon, Stingy's castle crumbles and Pixel's mecha malfunctions and they fall into the rubble. Huh? Where am I? Stingy and Pixel open their eyes and they feel different somehow. It isn't until they hear Robbie, who's knocking on the border, separating himself from the execution and pointing at something, that they realize exactly where they are. Wait, where's my partner? Is he okay? The two stood up to look at each other, tears in their eyes. They know now that they've made a terrible, terrible mistake. The two get up and run to one another, hug tightly, and bawl. This is a mistake, and we should make it right. They turn and begin walking to the three others, one of whom is still pointing at something. That is, until crash. Oh, they get crushed by a tower that had been looming behind them. Robbie was trying to tell them, the tower's gonna fall on you. Aw. Can we get F's in the chat for both of them? They were such great characters. No, quickly turn around. Look out for the No. Oh God. Ooh, what a workout. You know, fighting an army of mono piggies really tuckers you out. Anyway, what say we head up and get out of here, You've earned it. After all we've been through, and how few people we have left, the idea felt more bitter than sweet. We followed Monoticus into the elevator. I can't believe they programmed Monoticus to someone had to get executed. If they hadn't, then maybe we would all be getting out. Oh, actually, about that. Oh, crap. Are we not getting out? They didn't program anything like that. What? I wasn't programmed to enforce an execution in that trial. To be honest, I don't even know why they said I was. If Stingy and Pixel wanted to leave without an execution, I'd have no reason to stop them. Wait, what the freak? So all that was entirely preventable? But what would make them want to get executed so bad? Aside from the obvious despair part of things, I guess. Once we got onto the main floor, I could stop thinking about that question. I couldn't stop thinking about that question. I couldn't stop looking at the scrapbook, the one Pixel tossed to me. But they were like reverse Nagito, man. They were just like, I just need to feel despair. It doesn't need to make sense, just despair. Why did he throw it to me at this moment? Was there something he wanted me to see? Curiously, I opened the scrapbook for the second time. Scanning through the pages, it was easy to see Stingy owned the scrapbook. I couldn't tell if I wanted to smile or weep. After a bit more flipping, there was a page that stood out to me. It looked like there was a note of some kind on it. I started reading. Dear Stephanie, Trixie, and Robbie. By now, I'm sure Monoticus mentioned that we lied, and I'm sorry. But there's a reason I can't go back out there. After all that's been done, after all I've seen and all I've caused, I couldn't possibly face my... Hey, Pinky, Monoticus is about to let us out of here. Oh, Trixie, wait, what? Face your what? Face your fears? Sorry, I was just reading something. You can read all you want once we get back to town. Come on, let's go. She grabbed my hand and led me to the front door of the building, the same place where... let me out, let me out, let me out! Now's not the time for that. I snapped myself back to reality, noticing Robbie and Monoticus standing with us now. I guess he didn't want to face his dad, his father. Hey, you too. Hey, Robbie, you doing okay? No, I'm not, but at least it's over. That's the spirit. I'm personally ready to get out of this dump. Me too. Face myself. All right, survivors, let's get a move on. Trixie was smiling. Even if nothing would ever be the same, she tried her best to keep a positive outlook. Robbie looked exhausted, like this game had taken everything from him, but it couldn't get any worse. He can only go up from here, right? As for me, I thought of everyone we lost. Rodnella, Jeannie, Officer Obtuse, Uncle Milford, Ziggy, Jives, Chef Pablo, Sporticus, Bessie, Stingy, and Pixel. We'll keep living on for you. All of you. Oh. Wait, is it over? Oh, the despair! Oh. What in the heck? Where are they? What is this? No, where's Lazy Town? There is no Lazy Town! Monoticus, you'd better have a great explanation for this. But Monoticus had powered down already, leaving us to stare at the factory ahead of us, alone. Does that say King Spoilero Industries? Spoilero? As in, stingy? And to think I felt bad for him. That slimy little why I oughta... Trixie, wait a sec. We aren't in Lazy Town University like we thought we were. How can we be so sure this was Stingy's doing? I mean, remember what he said before he was executed? Everything we said through Monoticus is true. Don't forget that. Yeah, what about it? Well, during the second trial, my uncle asked Monoticus a question. Lazy Town, it'll be okay, right? Even if I lost the trial? Yeah, sure, whatever. Even if you totally botched it, you did kill someone, so your town's fine. I won't touch a thing. Okay, Lazy Town's good. We're good. We're all right. And Stingy promised that Monoticus has only ever told the truth, so he couldn't have touched the town. In fact, he probably said that because he knew we'd assumed the worst when we got out of here. Okay, but if it wasn't him, then who was it? Stingy's the ultimate prince, right? Yeah, but this says King Spoiler... Wait, if he's the ultimate prince, then the king could only be his father. Robbie clenched his fist before he felt defeated, but now he was angry. It all makes sense now. All that racket before we were shown the second floor. All the noise and such. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what all that noise was. Whatever it was had nothing to do with me. That was the construction of the factory from outside, and when Stingy said that he and Pixel only recently found out who the ultimate villain was, rather, that's what we would have said before recently, but we have a pretty good guess as to who it is now. That'll come to light in due time. That must have been when they were repairing the wall that Sporticus broke. They got a peek of what was outside, didn't they? I can't imagine how that must have felt. So the sender who wrote the letter and mailed it to Pixel then got him and Stingy brainwashed. The person who indirectly put all of us into a killing game. Who used his son and everyone his son cares about for more land and a financial gain. The ultimate villain was Stingy's dad. This is disgusting. We can't let him get away with this. We gotta stop him. Yeah, let's get him. Right, Robbie? Absolutely, but first and foremost, where do we even start? End for now. 3 residents. Oh, crap. The way that ended, though. The way that ended was crazy. So his dad is the ultimate villain then. Okay, let's see what this is an anniversary post that they did. Oh, they have like a bonus account. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that is... if we're able to go to that. Oh, look at all these. This art's so good. We get all of the nice CGs here. They're all so awesome. Can't wait to make your acquaintance. What the freak is going on here? This is really good. Too bad the post story hasn't updated in almost a year. I know, I heard. Somebody told me about that. Okay, let's see what this continued is. Hey, come on now. You wouldn't do this to me. Screen went white. Hey, Pinky, wake up. Hey. Huh? Oh, Trixie, where the frick are we? Bing, bang, ding dong. Good morning, Trixie. What's up? Robbie's making breakfast. Well, pouring a cereal. Hey, this is the best I got. Sorry, my fridge isn't the epitome of healthy eating. And we can't exactly go buy groceries. Anyway, you should probably get up before it gets soggy. This is Robbie's hideout. Kind of snazzy in here. Yeah, good idea. I get up and headed to the kitchen. Everyone took a seat around the table and started to chow down. Oh, right. So we've been staying in Robbie's lair ever since we got out of Lazy Town University. Thankfully, it's underground and on the very outskirts of the town, so it was left alone during King Spoilero Industries construction. We've been living the best we can for the past couple weeks, given the circumstances. There's just one thing. So, about stopping Spoilero. Yeah, what about it? We have no clue how we're going to do that. Bye, Blaze. Bye, Ryoma. Thanks for coming. Everyone's just like, this sucks. We're just staying put, letting Spoilero get richer and richer. I can't take it anymore. Why can't we just barge in there and show him who's boss? As much as I hate to say it, Trixie, I don't think it'll be that easy. That factory is massive. Who knows what or who might be in there? And for what we've seen of him so far, I'm sure he has plenty of security in place. Yeah, Robbie's right. I want to stop him as much as you do, Trix. But with just the 3 of us, it's practically impossible. We have no Sporticus. I wonder if the other town people realize a lot of the residents are missing, or they're just the only residents. That's a good question. Can't wait for the sequel. Yeah, dude, if they had a sequel for this, that'd be so cool. Miserably, we all turn back to our bowls of cereal. Soggy now. Ew. I don't want it anyway. Is that Cocoa Puffs? Those are disgusting. Robbie left to throw the cereal away. I love that reflection, though. And I spent that time looking at what else was on the table. Robbie's sewing supplies, miscellaneous snacks, Stingy's scrapbook. Oh, Stingy's scrapbook. I didn't get around to finishing that letter, huh? I should probably do that. However, as I flipped to that page, my stomach turned. Right now, do I have it in me to finish reading this? Yeah, was that Jives? That's what I thought. Knock, knock, knock. What the? I guess I wouldn't have time to answer that question. Boy, am I glad that a billionaire destroying lives for profit was just a fictional element. It doesn't exist in the real world at all. I know, right? Yeah, Rompa and Friends is already back. They've already started uploading. Hey, just now, was that a knock, knock, knock? Someone was most definitely knocking on the hatch door. Oh God, I was worried this day might come. What? Who's here? I don't know, but it's safe to say whoever it is, they don't mean well. Stay behind me, you two. Robbie grabbed the nearest threatening object, a broom, and headed up to the door. We stood at the foot of the ladder as he climbed. Freak? Get out of here, all of you! Wait a second. Guys? Wabi? Wait, what? I like how this fangin went from a crap post to an emotional roller coaster. Same. It was amazing. Wait a second. That voice sounded awfully familiar. Upon hearing even more talking, Trixie and I decided to climb up too. Once we got out of the hatch door, we saw... What? I love the music here. I don't remember this though. We saw a lot of familiar faces though. Their clothes were a little different. We were hoping you'd be here, Wabi. Oh. Oh my God. Good gosh. Robbie, Trixie, Stephanie, so nice to see you. The Robbie clothes. Aha, I knew I saw somebody sneaking towards the inconspicuous cow billboard a while back. Wow, I don't know any of you. That's how I feel right now. Same energy. Some of these people were not so familiar. Maybe an introduction was in order? Ah, well, I'm Stephanie Splits, the ultimate dancer. I'm Trixie Troublebee, ultimate prankster. And I'm Robbie Rodden, ultimate disguise maker. What about you guys? Is that Pinocchio? Daddy! That freaking new... that new Pinocchio movie. Did anybody see that new Pinocchio movie? It was hilarious, dude. Daddy! Guess we'll go first. What we got here? Bobby, Tobby, and Flobby Rotten. The ultimate entertainers. I love the music. Hey, yeah. I'm Bobby. I'm Tobby. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And this is Flobby. Rotten. We're the ultimate entertainers. But bookings have been low lately for obvious reasons. The Rotten Trio. Me next, Penny. Yo, why? Why? Hey. Hey, why her song kind of a bop though? And Penny's got a bop. Name's Penny Pastella. I'm the ultimate beggar. Why is her makeup lit though? Why her eyebrows on fleek? Like look at her whole look. Not the most admirable ultimate, I admit, but I take pride in it. Say, you guys wouldn't happen to have any spare change laying around, would you? No. I don't think so. This is my cue, yeah? Pinocchio! Ultimate weightlifter. This was actually in the show. I remember this song. As for Lazy Town, after all of this, I'm sure Stephanie will not enjoy dancing bailando anymore. My name's Pinocchio. Oh, and you're the ultimate weightlifter, right? I mean, you were carrying stuff all over the place in the... Yep, I did deal with a lot of the heavy stuff. In any case, long time no see, guys. Just wish our meeting could be under different circumstances. And that leaves me. All their songs are bangers. He's the ultimate technician. Mega Hyperbite. I'm Goji, Mega Hyperbite, ultimate technician. I specialize in electronics, maintenance for machinery, some inventing on the side, but that's not my thing so much as it's my... As soon as I hear his name and talent, everything else drowned out. No, you don't mean... He didn't just say inventing, did he? And his last name? I really hope this is just a coincidence. Hey, hold on. I think you guys are friends with my brother. Could have sworn I've heard your names before. Is this is Jive's brother? I love that song. Cool to finally see you in person. Heh, yeah. Oh no. Or is he related to Pixel? He looks like Jives, but he has Pixel's last name, so it's Pixels, bro. Okay. All right. Now that we're all friendly, what are you all doing here? State your business. We all came here from King Spoiler Industries. The story differs for everyone, but we all got to a point where we had no other choice but to work there. Goji's right. My story starts during the construction of the factory. I was looking for a job at the time, you know, to get some more dough. Yeah, I feel you on that. You had to depend on people giving you change all the time. Besides, my policeman buddy had been kind of missing in action for a while, and he was my biggest contributor. But most of the businesses in Lazy Town were shutting down. Hard to hunt for a job when there aren't any. Or that is, until the founder of Lazy Town's new massive factory came into town looking for workers. At King Spoiler Industries, you'll make more money than you can spend in one sitting. What do you say, Missy? Well, that sure beats pocket change, so I agreed. Signed a contract and became an employee. Oh, and by the way, I haven't seen even $1 since I started working at the place. Nothing. Zilch, if you will. Dang, sounds like every corporation. That's the real world right there. You don't get paid nowadays. My story's a little unorthodox. One day that spoiler guy just yanked me right out of my book, and then he wouldn't give it back. I didn't get why he needed me specifically at first, but I realize now it must have been for my ultimate. You, my wooden friend, will be put to good use. I guess you could never have enough weight carriers. Heh. Ugh. He had me sign a contract, and I've been working under the company ever since. It's not like I had a choice. He has my house. Aw, Pinocchio. Took the boy right out of the book. We didn't come in until a little later. King Spoiler Industries was all built and in full swing, which was bad news for us three. Since everybody's working at the factory, we don't have anybody to entertain. Can't be an entertainer without any audience, you know. Till one day, you poor thing, so lost. Why don't you make King Spoiler Industries your new home? We welcome you with open arms. Mechanical arms anyway. What? With nowhere else to turn, we went to the factory. Then came the contract working for him ever since, yada yada. You know how it goes by now. I feel you, babes. I feel you, babes. My story starts really early on, when Lazy Town was still Lazy Town. Mr. Spoilero came to me one day and asked me to design blueprints for a couple of different things. Seemed pretty innocent at the time, though I wasn't sure why he needed big TV screens, chimneys, industrial machinery. Okay, actually, some of them were pretty questionable. He asked me to make prototypes, but I started feeling terrible or weird when he gave me something unusual to make into scrap parts. I tried not to think about it, though. After all, this was going to Pixel's school funds. Oh, that's cute. After this, your brother won't even have to pay for university. Soon, though, things got weird. People were going missing. Buildings and homes were torn down. Everybody left was persuaded into the factory with bribery or by force. Eventually, I was stuck manning the very machines I made for him. I couldn't take it anymore, and neither could these guys. I can see where the fan get transitioned to honest crap post to the Lazy Town anti-capitalist special. Yeah, it is turning into that, huh? So we all banded together and worked on an escape plan, and after a while of planning, we finally made it out of that dump. Our next step was to make our way to the billboard Goji saw something sneak towards, and now here we are. So you guys escaped from the factory? That's good and all, but what brings you here then? Simple, really. We need a place to stay. I thought this would be our best bet. It's the only building still standing, aside from Lazy Town U, but I saw you guys heading out of there. I could do chores around the lair to make it up to you guys. Yeah, we could entertain you kids for Wabi. What do you say? My kids? Listen, that won't be necessary, guys. You're free to stay as long as you'd like. Trixie elbowed Robbie to get his attention. Robbie, Pinky, huddle for a second. And with that, we huddled for a second. I have a question for everyone in the chat. What's your favorite chapter so far? Okay, so I have a question for you guys, actually. What does this epilogue, for the people that have seen this already, what does this epilogue entail? Okay, because like, if it's just gonna stop and I'm not gonna have a conclusion, I might as well just not even read it. Just being honest. These look like the actual pictures from the show. They kind of are. 3 is great too. I like chapter 4 and 5. I thought those ones were the best ones. Oh yeah, I recommend you read Inanimate Rampa. I think chapter 5, I'll be honest, I can't remember. Blaze looks more pretty today. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. I feel you should still read it. I don't know though. Are you sure we could trust these guys? I mean, they just came from the factory, didn't they? Oh, come on. They all look so tired. Giving them a place to stay is the least we could do, I think. It ends on a cliffhanger? I don't like cliffhangers. Yeah, sure. A place to stay and to support and report to Spoiler Row. We'd probably be working for him too within the hour. Their stories are tragic, sure, but how can we tell they aren't lying? How can we tell they aren't? Wait. Trixie, Pinocchio's nose. Remember when we first met him? Whenever he lied, it would grow. Right, and it hasn't grown one bit since he got here. All right, let me do one more check. The 3 of us unhuddled and returned to the group. Your shirt really suits with that hairstyle. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Fumiko. So, you guys definitely don't have any ulterior motives. No plans to make us into employees or something? Oh, of course not. I, for one, never plan to step into that bozo's factory again. Her face to that, though, she's like, oh, heck nah. Bozo's right, but yeah, the last thing I'd want to do is that guy's dirty work. All right, no nose growing. That's a good sign. With that, everyone made their way down to the lair. Ah, so good to be back in the lair. Simpler times, that was. You could say that again. As everyone else started settling in, Goji started walking off on his own. Hey, Goji, where are you going? Going to grab the others. Where are they, by the way? The others? You know, like Pixel and Jives. Oh, and Officer Obtuse, he wasn't with us. Shouldn't he be here too? Hey, what about Sporticus, the guy we were trying to catch way back when? Didn't see him around either. And your daughter, Rodnella, is she here somewhere? They all went missing earlier and weren't in the factory, so I figured they were in Lazy Town U with you guys. Well, before you headed there. Where's Jives, Pixel, Officer Obtuse? Oh my god, they're asking all of these questions. They gotta answer all these questions. They're dead. Ah! What? You guys really don't know what happened in that school, do you? Well, somebody better explain right now. What do you mean One day we all blacked out and woke up in a killing game. Must have been when you said people were going missing. You had to kill someone and get away with it if you wanted out, with motives being presented and the fear of being next. Some people got desperate. As the population of Lazy Town U went down, we eventually found who was running the show and we escaped, but only we could. So you mean to tell me that Pixel and Jive's there? I'm sorry. Oh god, oh god, oh god. What the hell is going on here? Aw. Poor Goji. Oh my god, that's... Jeez, guys, I'm so sorry. Everyone looked distressed, but Goji was taking it the hardest. Frantically, his eyes darted around the room and landed on something on the counter. A picture of Pixel and Stingy in Stingy's scrapbook. I left the scrapbook open. Oh no, I left the scrapbook open. He rushed over to it, spotted the letter on the next page and started reading. Oh, that's sad. By now, I'm sure Monoticus mentioned that we lied, and I'm sorry, but there's a reason I can't go back out there. After all that's been done, after all I've seen and all I've caused, I couldn't possibly face my brother. Aww. Looking him in the eye, telling him that I've done this, that I let Jives get killed, that I started the killing game. I'd rather die. The guilt is killing me as it is. This execution will simply be finishing the job. I hope you understand. He dropped the scrapbook, fell to his knees, and held himself. Aww. Hey, Goji. Gogster. Unresponsive. All right, Rottens. Let's roll. Aww. You're carrying him out. I feel so bad for him. While everybody sat quietly, processing the news, Robbie couldn't help but look at the letter on the ground. What was he reading anyway? He picked it up and went back to his spot, next to Trixie and I. Wait a second, there's more text? After all that's been done, after all I've seen and all I've caused, I couldn't possibly face my father. This whole game, I had no clue who made us like this. All this time, I've been living in blissful ignorance, or rather, despairful ignorance. But now I know that he's responsible. He went out of his way to terrify Pixel with that threat. He let me stay up that night specifically because he knew I would watch the video. What am I supposed to do now that I know I let my father do this to me? To Pixel, to everybody here. Of course, he needs to be stopped, but I don't have it in me to do it, so I won't. Easy as that. I do realize that this is what he wants, and that this is the coward's way out, but it's also the most fun, isn't it? Aww. Digi! Yeah, the relationships of everyone really do make this fan game. I agree with that. We have to stop him now. The two of them stood up with newfound determination in their eyes and aching sadness in their hearts. Sure, it sounded like a challenge, maybe even impossible before, but now with everybody here, we might just have a fighting chance. Yeah, but we should wait until tomorrow before we start this. I think we could all use a breather. Why are the fathers so bad? Yeah, I know. This is like, this reminds me of Danganronpa Another. The adults are so bad. The parents are so mean. Everyone agreed and started to settle in some more. I did a quick look around to see how everyone was doing. Danganronpa Another episode, that is. As I did so, though, I saw Robbie and Goji approach each other. They started talking. I couldn't pick up everything they were saying, but I could tell it was something about the people they lost. After a little bit, Penny asked if she could join them. The three of them seemed to be bonding. That's great. I watched from a distance for a while until I felt a tap on my shoulder. Hey, Pinky, you said everyone needed a breather. That includes you, you know? You're right. Thanks for looking out for me, Trix. Yeah, I'm pretty thoughtful, aren't I? Let's go unwind. Trixie led me to Robbie's big orange chair. Oh, look at that fluffy chair. I remember that chair. Today's been exhausting, huh? Really just makes you want to sit back and relax. So go on, take a seat. Ladies first. Ah, well, thank you. Oh, no. A whoopee cushion. You. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. You got me, goofball. After I threw the whoopee cushion aside, Trixie took a seat next to me. Oh, we're farting out here, huh? All right, I'm out of ideas. What else does Robbie have to do in this place? Hey, girls. I think I know where all of Robbie's movies are, if that interests you. What kind of movies we talking about? We out of here, Monoticus. Found them last time I was here, back in the day. They should be just over here, if memory serves me right. I opened a drawer, and lo and behold, they were there. It's mostly stuff that Rottenella watched. So there's got to be something you guys would like too. Trixie and I scanned the contents. Boy, was Pinocchio right. There are so many dancing movies. We popped one in and started watching. The movie soon caught the attention of the Rotten Trio too. No way. Are you guys watching Dance Off 2? The one with ballet in it? That one's almost as good as Dance Off 5. The one with tap dancing and break dancing, which is kind of a weird combo now that we think about it. I want to watch those movies. We watched the movies while the others chatted, and eventually everyone started to doze off. Yawn. Oh, I think I woke up first. Bing, bang, ding, dong. Huh? Same how I don't remember falling asleep with a piece of paper in my hand. Good morning, Stephanie. Don't tell anyone else you have this. These people were able to escape the factory, only because Spoiler Row let them, whether they realize it or not. Why do you think he would do that? Think about it. Yeah, good morning to you too. What a great good morning. Oh, wait, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Why is the Razzle said, oh no? I like how Trixie looks in 2D. They should have gone for the Stephanie's realistic look with Trixie. Yeah, I agree with that. Wait, so everyone's missing now. Organizing. I had the letters. More and more people started to wake up. Is Goji an OC? I couldn't find him on the LazyTown wiki. Oh, so he doesn't exist in the series? Okay, well, maybe that's why I don't know him then. We'll gotta go. Bye, Blaze and chatting. Bye, Sonia. He must have been in the stage play wins. At least I think. Oh, yeah, because there is a stage play that has separate characters, so that makes sense. Good morning, gang. How are we feeling? Refreshed? I'm feeling fine and dandy. Yeah, what she said. As everyone else slowly rose, Trixie got up with a bolt. Huh? Trixie, are you okay? Yeah, I just had a nightmare is all. Okay, everyone. As soon as you're all more or less awake, we need to get started. We don't have time to waste. Step 1, we need to set up some kind of plan. The group, feeling more energized now, sat around the table and made plans over breakfast. And by that, I mean eating whatever Robbie had for food in his lair. First and foremost, I think it's important for us to know what's inside of the factory like. What should we expect to see, and how do we navigate the place? The building was split into a couple different sections: sanitary rooms, sleeping rooms, working rooms, and the hallways that divided them. Most employees weren't allowed to see anything else, so I have no clue what else there is. I see. Is there anything important in these rooms that we should know about? Not much, but there was this one weird thing. Every single room we went into had huge TVs in them. They're like the ones I designed, but they've never been turned on, so I don't know what he intends to use them for. Sanitary rooms, sleeping rooms, and work rooms, all with big weird TVs. Noted. Penny is a mood? I know, right? Fun fact, according to the stage play, there was a human Ziggy, meaning the creator could turn him into a human when Jives was a puppet. That's kind of cool. I'm afraid that about covers what we know in the room department. Okay, next thing's next. What about getting in? Somehow, I don't think we'll be able to just walk through the entrance. Yeah, nah. Maybe if there was a secret entrance or a way to break in without detection. If only we had something strong to break open a wall, like a battering ram. Oh, that'd be pretty loud, huh? Something strong enough to... Hold on a minute. Unless you could overpower a robot whose strength and speed exceeds even Sporticus's, good luck trying to get out of here without an execution happening. Guys, we could use Monoticus. Aha! Oh wait, isn't he deactivated? He is, but what if this is exactly what Stingy and Pixel deactivated him for? Can't exactly go back on that now. There's no way to reprogram him while he's active. And we have just the guy to reactivate him. Goji, you can do that stuff, can't you? Sure I can. Sweet. Now, last things last. There's no way you guys will survive in there with these clothes. Robbie's eyes lit up with excitement. Leave that to me. With that, he ran towards the sewing supplies. While he disguised it up, we had a bit more discussion and made a pretty concrete plan. We knew how we were going to get in discreetly, blend in, and scope things out from there. The lair was full of excitement, and while I wish I could join them, that letter is making me think twice. Some time passed, and Robbie approached Trixie and I eagerly. Follow me, you two. They're ready. We followed him up to the top of the stairs where his disguises are stored. With a quick spin, the three of us were new King Spoilero Industries employees, or we look that way at least. Take a look, everyone. The others turned towards us. Hey, we got our suits. Aren't we amazing? Ooh, awesome. No one will take a second glance at you guys with these on. Which is kind of a shame because you're all very styling. Your ultimate doesn't lie, Robbie. That's for sure. We got the best disguises. Oh, stop that. Well, everyone, we all know what our plan is. Our next course of action is to go do it. Firstly, we need to give Lazytown U a visit so we can grab that Monoticus fellow, right? Hey, wait, you sure that's okay? I mean, kind of a sensitive place to go, ain't it? The Rottens turned to Trixie, Robbie, and I with concern. Yeah, well, it'll be hard for sure, but it's for a worthy cause, right? Right. If it means getting into the factory easy and undetected, I'm willing to go back until Monoticus can be reactivated. All right, if that's the case, then let's get a move on, why don't we? A sense of uncertainty filled everyone's heads as we climbed up the ladder and out of the hatch door. As the university inched closer and closer, Robbie held on to Trixie and I protectively. Guess it was an instinct, given all that happened in there. Minutes passed, and we're back in the building we so desperately tried to escape from way back then. Imagine getting stuck in here again. The door is like closed behind us and we're stuck again. God, this is so unsettling. I assumed this huge, motionless robot standing at the door is Monoticus. Monoticus stood blankly, just like how we left him. That's be him, yes. Kinda creepy. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Goji pulled some tools from his belt and dug in. Just don't go into the body basement because those bodies will be real nasty. Oh, yeah, imagine. Oh, they're just decaying down there. Some tinkering here. Some rewiring there. Aha! I think I successfully restarted him. Friends, allow me to present Roboticus. Oh? Whoa! Hey, yeah. Sporticus in black? That's kind of dope. They got him working again. Roboticus ready for action. Roboticus was back and functioning, the same as he was before, except something seemed different. His eye wasn't flashing anymore, though a red glow still showed from behind his visor. I noticed it as he scanned the room. Not only that, but it seems like he has something clutched in his fist. What is it? My train of thought stopped when Roboticus looked at Goji and nearly jumped out of surprise. You! What the? He grabbed him by the shoulder and took him out of the room. They came back shortly and like nothing had happened, but Roboticus's hands were empty now. Well, anyway, hey, that was weird. Pinocchio left the building and everyone else followed, and thank goodness he did. I was starting to get the heebie-jeebies in there. Roboticus, sir, we need to get into the factory out there. Do you think you could help us? Discreetly? That's the idea, yes. Roboticus stood still for a moment, as though he was trying to recall something he saw before. If you want to get in discreetly, there's an unfinished room against the wall on the right side. No security, no way of being detected. I should be able to get through the wall with considerable ease. Wow, almost sounds too good to be true. I love that face. Guess we'd better head that way then. There was so much emotion in Lazytown. So many expressions being done by the actors. It's funny. Hopefully, albeit a little nervous, the group trekked forward, Roboticus leading the way. I took my spot beside Robbie and Trixie. I've been uneasy about all this since we started, but right now, I feel pretty good. Then came a tap on my shoulder. Hey, Stephanie, would you like to walk with me for a second? Huh? I mean, okay. Great, follow me. I left my friends and started walking with Pinocchio, who was considerably further away from the group. What's this about? Well, I don't want to alarm the whole group, but since you're such a smart young lady, I figured you should know my thoughts. It's about Goji. What's up? Why are you snitching? I think it's important to mention the elephant in the room, you know? Now, I hate to make assumptions or to, accuse anyone of anything. But Stephanie, I'm sure you also find it strange that Monoticus, the robot who was initially controlled by the masterminds, saw Goji, jumped, then rushed to give him something. Something that he didn't decide to show us, mind you. Now that he mentions it, yeah, this is all kinds of fishy. Why did Monoticus or Roboticus give him something? And why isn't he telling us what it was? Oh, I'm so glad you thought the same thing. Great minds think alike, right, Stephanie? From now on, you and I better keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't do something harmful to the mission. Yeah, you're right. That is a little sus. And he is the brother of one of the masterminds too, so. I walked back to Robbie and Trixie, a little less relaxed. Hey, Robbie, Pinky, look up. I think I can see a bit of sun through that smog. Just a little bit through the smog. Oh, wow. Would you look at that? You know, this sounds kind of cheesy, but I think this means that we'll be okay. Or at least I want to think that's what it means. Yeah, let's go with that, Trix. Hey, guys, I think we're here. Roboticus, you can get us in there, right? Affirmative. I'm sus of both of them. Same, dude. It's not, this ain't adding up. It is not adding up right now. Okay, moving on to the next one. It could be quickly broken into with a punch or a headbutt. He paused like he only just recalled something. His expression almost looked sympathetic. On second analysis, a body slam would do the job better. Stand back, everyone. We did so, and he slammed himself into the wall, breaking it instantly. A perfectly sized hole for any of us to slide through. Oh, geez, he really is strong. We all stepped inside. Yeah, you might not want to fight Roboticus. Who had the worst best death in order to wrap up the game, friend? Man, like worst death as in like, oh, you mean like the best? Like, what do you mean by like best death? Like just like best execution? That makes me think Goji is Pixel in this version too. The room we found ourselves in was unfinished, like it had been abandoned during development of the factory. It was empty and deafeningly quiet, unnaturally quiet. Roboticus seemed satisfied with himself until he looked into the distance, seemed to notice something, and his face dimmed. Everyone, get down! What the? Huh? Flashbang? Ugh, my ears are ringing. Is everyone okay? What just happened? I think Chef's execution was probably the most brutal. And I'd have to say, I think the one that I didn't like the most was probably Miss Busybody's. I wasn't a big fan of that one. Flobby. Has anyone seen Flobby? What happened to Flobby? I don't know. I can't see a lot of anything. But as the fog began to lift, someone was on the floor, a significant ways away from the rest of us. Huh? Don't tell me that's... Oh, Flobby! What the frick happened to Flobby? No, Flobby's dead! Are you okay, Flob? The two rushed to Flobby. Dazed as he was, we were thankful to see he had no injuries bad enough to put him in critical condition. Good grief, that was quite the fly. It's a relief you're so strong. If you were any smaller, that could have been really bad, babes. Hey guys, I hate to interrupt your reunion, but I just did a head count. We're one head short. Wait, what? Huh? What? But who are we missing? Everyone started looking around, but the answer soon became clear to me. Guys, Stephanie's gone. Wait, what? Stephanie's gone? Our pro tag? Stephanie? What? Where did she go? Frantically, everybody, besides the rotten trio, started looking around the room. No sign of her to be seen. Guys, when you know whatever just happened, in the confusion of it all, do you think maybe Stephanie was yoinked? What the freak? Who would kidnap Stephanie? It can't be a coincidence that someone went off shortly after we got inside. So you're saying someone set something off, came into the room with us, took Pinky, and then ran before the fog lifted? But that's impossible. It doesn't make any sense at all. There's no way anyone in the factory could have detected us. My plan was foolproof. How could they have possibly known we'd be here if there was no way to know? It had to be one of us then. I don't know, but whoever took her, however they knew we were here, we gotta find her. I agree, but in a place as huge as this, where do we even start? Uh-oh. Oh, my head. Wait, where am I? Where are my friends? Aha! Looks like somebody's awake. Uh-oh. Who is this? Yo! Pancake roll with the big $50. Thank you for the donation, family. Didn't have a good day at work. Sorry that I'm late. Aw, I'm sorry about that, pancake roll. Well, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you. I hope you have a better day. Much love to you, bestie. What? Who said that? You can't tell? Well, I suppose that's fair. We haven't met in person like until now. Allow me to shed some light on your confusion. The room lit up. I rubbed my eyes to adjust. Huh? It's you. You, what did you do? And what's gonna happen to me? Calm down, Splits. You're fine. I simply need all your friends to come to this room. They pulled an heiress there. You're fine. So I thought, hey, what better way to bring them here than with a little scavenger hunt? You know, with you being the thing they need to find. Your job now is to sit tight for a while, little lady. I think they'll find their way just fine. Now then, I suppose I'll bid you adieu, for the time being, anyway. Ta-ta! And with that, I was left alone. I took the opportunity to look around at my surroundings. That room was pretty huge, a lot of open space, and 2 big doors on each side of it. In the center, there was a big platform. What the heck? Up there, I saw an abundance of buttons and TV screens, but they seem to be shut off right now. At the end of the room, it looked like there was a pit with something burning inside. It made me really uneasy. Oh, and I was behind some bars in the corner of the room. Great. I guess there really wasn't anything I could do except sit tight. I'm really freaked out, and while I do hope my friends get here soon, what's planned for us when they do? That's a good question. Screw that platform, I know, right? Oh, geez, where could she even be? This place is gigantic. The least they could have done is give us a hint or something. Well, okay, let's think of it this way. We just entered King Spoilero's Industries. Someone knew we were here, despite our discreet entrance. That person took Stephanie, probably anticipating us to go after her. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's pretty clear who did it and where he wants us to go. You're right, it has to have been Spoilero. Then where'd that sleazebag take her? Where does he want us to go? Well, probably somewhere secluded, but aside from this abandoned room, I can't think of a place that isn't always full of employees. Aha, right. Guys, she's probably in his office. You'd think that'd be the most secluded place in the factory, right? I mean, that's the most obvious place, right? Like, where could his office be? That sounds about right. I just don't know where it is. Yeah, I've never been either. Spoilero doesn't usually let employees into his space, as if that's a shock to anyone. Alas, I can detect where security is scarce and where it isn't, but I'm afraid anything beyond that exceeds my expertise. Shoot, does anyone here know how to get there? I do. I've been in there a few times, you know, to run maintenance on the tech he's got in there. I can lead the way. Sweet! After you, Ghoster. Great. Though it's interesting. Yeah, it's a little convenient. I could overhear Pinocchio murmuring something, loud enough for just me to hear it. He had a smile on his face and suspicion in his eyes. You know how Goji's the only one who seems to know the way there. Yeah, I think we know Pinocchio. And I like how our POV switch was to Trixie. Trixie would be an amazing pro tag. Well, I tried not to let Pinocchio's accusation get to me. Goji started leading us down a hallway. His office is at the very end of the factory, so I hope you guys like long walks. Ugh, great exercise. Just what I needed today. Eventually, we approached the bigger room and started to make our way through it. We were above all the commotion, but below us, I could see loads of familiar faces, all working at mechanical belts. And they sure weren't lying when they said they were TV screens all over the place. So why is this? So this is where you guys have been all this time? Yep, this is about covers it. Looks fun, huh? We quickly continued walking. I don't think we can afford an extensive tour right now. We went through a few more rooms, staircases, and way too many halls when Pinocchio suddenly stopped Goji. Hey Goji, hold on a sec. This area is familiar to me. I think we're near the storage facility. I carry stuff to and from there all the time. If we went that way, it'd be a lot quicker to the end of the factory. Robbie's legs would thank us, that's for sure. I don't know about that one, Chief. Huh? You know what? I think you're right. Let's go that way. I don't think that's a good idea. Robbie, who'd used this short halt as an opportunity to sit on the ground and catch his breath, sighed in relief. Oh, thank God. Everyone else agreed, myself included. I was up for anything that'd take us to Stephanie faster. Yeah, some ain't right about that, Pinocchio. Hold up. I don't think Pinocchio is leading us to the right way. So with that, we were off to the storage facility. A few minutes passed and we finally made it. But as we approached, I spotted a sign on the door. Storage facility, weightlifters and carriers only. Aw, crap. What are we meant to do now? In thought, Pinocchio started leaning on a forklift positioned right outside the room. It carried an obnoxiously big box that seemed to be empty. Wait, Pinocchio, the forklift! You're the only person with permission in there, right? But if we can all fit in that box, then you could bring us through without alerting anyone. Huh. Are you guys sure you want to do that? No. I don't want to do that. Yeah, thanks for asking. I mean, this seems to be our best bet. Screw it. Let's get in the box. After a bit of struggling, all 7 of us fit into the box and Pinocchio started up the forklift. From outside, we could hear his voice. All right, off we go. It was silent, save for the sound of machines buzzing, other staff, and the occasional whisper from Penny telling Goji to stop jabbing her in the side. That is, until we heard a voice unsettling close to us, like right next to us. Nicely done. Did they just say, no, they couldn't have. Playing the forklift stopped moving. We felt the box starting to tilt. I knew it. Huh? Ah! And suddenly we were falling. I knew it! Pinocchio led us to our demise! What is this? We tumbled down some kind of chute, flipping around and bumping into the sides of it as we went. Ah! Where are we going? You know, this would be a lot more fun if I wasn't claustrophobic. Why are we all yelling? Everybody cease your yelling and hold on to me unless you'd like to be crushed by 400 pounds of metal. Suddenly we all stopped yelling, clutching on a roboticus for dear life, and soon, clang, we finally hit the floor. Pinocchio us over, man. What the? On the other side of the bars, a huge box fell from the ceiling and landed on the ground, making a loud noise and cracking the concrete below it. As I tried to get a better look, the box tore open and rolling out of it was, wait, guys? Pinky. While everyone else took a moment to adjust to solid land and to no longer being in a box, Trixie stood up, dusted herself off, and ran towards me. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Aww. Am I really happy to see you too? But what just happened? Lesbians. Interesting story. So as soon as we got in, something was set off. Something that smoked up the whole room and sent Flobby flying. And when the fog lifted, you were gone. I feel like I see that word everywhere, dude. Like, I was looking up reviews for Danganronpa Another Episode, Also Despair Girls, the other day on Steam. And literally, there was people on there that literally their comment was positive, saying that the game was good. And the comment that they put was lesbians. I'm like, wait, what? What lesbians are in Also Despair Girls? Pinocchio figured you were probably in Spoilero's office, the most secluded place in the factory, but it was on the further side of the factory and only Goji knew how to get there. As we were on our way, Pinocchio suggested we would go through the storage room because it'd be faster, but only weightlifters and carriers could enter, so we had to sneak in somehow. Then we spotted this huge box on a forklift right outside the entrance, and I'm guessing you all decided to go into the box while Pinocchio drove the forklift? Bingo. But wait, if you guys were going through the storage room, then how'd you end up falling through the ceiling? Well, while we were in there, we heard a voice from right next to us, and next thing we know, we're falling. And now, here we are. Oh, but Pinocchio didn't come with us when we fell, did he? Is he okay? Kamaru and Toko? Kamaru gives big lesbians vibes? Really? I didn't feel that way when I played the game recently. Oh no, you're right. I hope he's safe. Say, you don't think he got captured by a spoiler or something up there, do you? Well, assuming I didn't mishear something up there, I think him being captured is the least of our worries. Mishear? What do you mean? You know the voice that came from right outside the box? Spoilero, I'm sure of it. And he said, nicely done, Popsicle. Popsicle? Wait, that's ringing a bell. Huh? But what's that got to do with him? There's no way that was to Pinocchio. He was obviously talking about Peter Popsicle. Peter Popsicle's just some other worker. I know, since I hear him get called into Spoiler's office through the intercom all the time. Oh. Penny, have you ever seen this completely different guy before? Well, no, but I hate to say this, but Peter Popsicle? That's an alias I made for Pinocchio when I met him for the first time. What? Wait, whoa. What is this?
Peter Popsicle. Peter Popsicle.
Peter Popsicle?
Yes,
That's right.
Who are you?
I'm Pin.
Peter Popsicle. Peter Popsicle.
Peter Popsicle?
Yes,
That's right.
I love that. So Pinocchio had us right where he wanted us then, didn't he? He punked us. No, he's been working with Spoiler World this whole time? While everyone expressed their confusion about the situation, Flobby concernedly pointed over to what was left of that box that we showed up in. Roboticus was still planted in the concrete. Oh shoot. Roboticus, are you okay? Nobody cared about Roboticus, I guess. Promptly, he lifted himself up. His visor is cracked and his movements are stiffer. His voice glitches as he speaks. I'll be okay. This is a preferred outcome. Would rather my functionality lessen if it means none of you were harmed. If I didn't exert myself too much, then all will be well. Goji agreed, telling Roboticus it'd be best if he took it easy for a while, when suddenly something came to me. Hey guys, I think this might be important. When I was stuck in here by myself, I saw Spoilero, but just for a second, he told me he used me as a human scavenger hunt item for you guys to find because he wanted everyone here. We are all where he wants us to be now, so what's meant to happen to us? Boy, am I glad you asked. Uh-oh. This is about to be really bad. Hi, Pancake. Thanks for coming. A booming voice came from an intercom into the room, and our hands raised alertedly. We all had a good idea as to who the voice belongs to. Sorry, I meant to say heads. We've actually been hiding here waiting for you to pop the question. Wait, what? Oh! Wait! What in the world? Smoke at a platform rose from beneath the ground, revealing a confident Spoilero and a hesitant Pinocchio, who'd probably been there since they dropped the others in the storage room. Pinocchio, what the f? Hello to all of you. What a delight it is to see you all in person. Hey guys. Stunned, no one spoke a word, but we all thought the same thing. It was him. The man who destroyed Lazy Town. The man who took away our friends and families. The man who ruined everything. Standing before us like he was proud of himself or something. Oh, ha! But where are my manners? Hit it! What the heck? I'm so confused. Who is this guy? Hey, at least the music's good though. Hey. I swear to God, if they kiss, what? But who are you though? Show me your face. This sounds like something Tofu would kick up. Tofu would definitely cook something like this up. This sounds like a Danganronpa-esque song. This is why I have trust issues. I must see the face. Are they gonna show the face, or are we just gonna hear this song? I wish I could make music. Same. He's like Miss Bellum. His face doesn't show. A twist. It's Juko. Tofu would get ideas from this. Yeah. Especially this part. Man, this is sounding a lot like Penguin Rampa. I'm gonna ask Tofu later if they had inspiration from this Insta Rampa music wise. Yeah, it's it's Meister from Your Turn to Die. Ooh, I've been waiting for a good audience to show that off to. Please hold your applause. Ahem. Anyway, since that's over, it's time to move on to our next segment. Q&A session. Woot woot. I'm sure you've all been dying for this opportunity, so please ask to your little heart's content. Stephanie's just like, what the? Everyone's just like mind blown right now. Yeah, I have a question. Pinocchio or Peter or whatever. What gives? Penny asking the real questions. Oh, I was hoping for the first question. That's too bad. Well then, go on, Popsicle. Don't leave the poor girl hanging. The least they deserve is an explanation for why you betrayed them, don't you think? Yeah, okay. I figured I'd have to do this eventually. I'll tell you all exactly what happened. My story starts early. Far, far earlier than any of your stories. It was a peaceful night and I was relaxing as I usually would, when I was suddenly taken right out of my book. I wasn't lying when I told you that. It was disorienting, and as soon as I came to my senses, I found myself face to face with someone I've never seen before. This stranger, of course, was Mr. Spoilero. It's such a good stream. Well, thank you, Christian. I'm glad that you're here. He told me of a lengthy plan that he had been cooking up for a while. He didn't go into detail, but he told me that he needed me to fulfill it. You, my wooden friend, will be put to good use. I'm going to need someone to run some errands of mine, so to speak. As always, my book was in jeopardy if I didn't comply, so I did, signing a contract promising I could go home upon completion, plus some fine print stuff I was told not to worry about. We've been working together ever since, and a couple days into this agreement, he handed me a package and told me to drop it off at the Hyperbyte's doorstep. This was my first task. Oh, that's how Pixel got that package! So that's exactly what I did, dropping it off, then watching from afar as Pixel opened the door, picked the package up, and went inside. Hold on, you dropped something off at my house? Pixel picked it up, and I didn't know about any of this? This would have been around the same time I hired you to do all my blueprinting. Mega Hyperbyte, you were hard at work getting Pixel his university bucks. You wouldn't take me for a chump, would you? Of course I made sure you were preoccupied before I sent Pip Popsicle over. I can't believe this all really happened under my nose. And that package, that was the tape, right? With the note? You got it. And within a couple days, the tape was aired as instructed. Then it started doing its magic. We knew this, of course, because we could hear Stingy screaming in his room. Let this be a lesson. Never stay up past your bedtime. From then on, I was instructed to observe them, find out their plans, and report them all to Spoilero as soon as I could. Stingy and Pixel were initially worried for their friends. Surely whoever sent this package must have had bad intentions, they thought. After this, who knows what their next goal might be. And so, they started working on a plan to protect all their friends, keeping them all in one heavily secured place with a strong headmaster to keep anyone from coming in. In their young minds, it was the best way to protect everyone. Of course, this plan didn't last long, and I had to sit back and listen as their plan shifted from something so well-intentioned into something so incredibly disturbing and morbid. Aww. They were just trying to protect everybody. This, of course, was wonderful news to me. Could you imagine it? Practically anyone who could have posed a threat to my plans, all being thrown into a killing game? Honestly, I'm a little irked I didn't come up with the idea myself. While they were planning, Stingy and Pixel decided that Roboticus would be the best fit for their plan. With an easily reprogrammable headmaster, stronger than even Sporticus, nobody was getting out of there. So with that knowledge, and with instructions from Spoilero, I visited Robbie's lair. No. So when you came to see me... Knock, knock. Who's the... Pinocchio? What are you doing here? Hey, Robbie, I've been taking a little trip out of my book. While I was in town, I figured I would give you a visit, if you don't mind. Wow, that's really nice of you. Come on in. Rod and Ella and I are just watching a movie. I came in and joined them. Once the movie ended, I watched Rod and Ella grab another disc, a dancing movie of some kind, and Robbie and I visited for a little bit. You know, I'm glad you decided to stop here for a bit, Pinocchio. Now I have a chance to apologize. I'm sorry for taking you out of your book for my silly scheme and all that. Trust me, I'm the first one to know that it's like what it's like being interrupted by something obnoxious. Hey, don't worry about it, Robbie. Water under the bridge, but thanks. Yeah, of course. Glad you could find your book again, though. How are things over in Book World, by the way? Say, I actually got to get going right away. Mind if I ask where your bathroom is? Oh, of course. It's just over. As soon as Robbie directed me and let me be, I looked for Roboticus, who was shut down, somewhere deeper into the lair, connected my camera and microphone, then I got out of here. Out of there. Pause. What do you mean, connected your camera and microphone? Uh-oh. Why, he means exactly what he said. You don't think we let this killing game go on unsurveillance, do you? So this whole time you were looking through my eyes? Oh yeah, we saw everything. Click. Suddenly all the TVs in the center of the room flashed on, and what we saw was too much to take in. Oh. Oh. This is sad. This art is so good though, man. Hey, sorry this is a little off topic, but I can't stop wondering about it. How did Mr. Spoilero need Pinocchio to do all this? Was the package he brought to Goji and Pixel's house especially heavy or what? Yeah, I know, right? Like, why specifically Pinocchio? Huh? Whoa, Pinocchio, your nose is getting long. I mean, he sure went out of his way to get Pinocchio, didn't he? Had to get him out of his book and everything, but I don't really get why. This plan doesn't really call for an ultimate weightlifter that badly, does it? Funny you mentioned that. I'm actually just getting to it. Okay. With the killing game officially up and running, construction of the factory began, and soon after, King Spoilero Industries was finally in business. A few times a day, I had been sent to Mr. Spoilero's office to help observe the game, but I couldn't be summoned with my real name, so in homage to the friends I was observing. How about Peter Popsicle? It's foolproof. After all, the only people who would recognize the name are all about to die. So whenever he needed me, a mysterious employee named Peter Popsicle would be called to the office through the intercom. In the meantime, to blend in, I played the role of a weightlifter. I'd make sure plenty of staff saw me carrying things, using the heavy lifting machinery, anything being a weightlifter implied. I would appear like the ultimate weightlifter without ever having to say it out loud. Have you noticed I never actually called myself that once? Huh? Well, if you aren't actually the ultimate weightlifter, then what are you? No harm in revealing it now, I guess. I'm the ultimate liar, and that's the truth. Oh my god! This is perfect! Pinocchio! The ultimate... Hey, but wait a second. Pinocchio, I don't think I've seen you lie at all the whole time we've been here. That does fit. It does fit perfectly. It's Kokichi. I mean, I haven't seen your nose grow even once. And why do you think that is? That's by design. There's no way I could earn the title of Ultimate Liar if everyone could tell when I was lying. I've learned a lot since last time we met Stephanie, like the power of objective truths. Yep, I did deal with a lot of the heavy stuff. As long as everything I say is objectively true, I could never be caught in a lie. My nose actually helps me that way. Never once would you suspect me of lying because my nose never grew. I've mastered the ability to lie without lying, and that's what makes me the ultimate liar. This guy. Oh my god. Mr. Spoilero summoned me for that thing, but for that skill. And it especially came in handy after what happened next. Like I was saying before, we saw everything, and because we saw everything, we saw that 3 residents hadn't died in the killing game. Those 3 being you lot. But as the doors to Lazytown University finally reopened, Robotic is shut off. We had no way to track you anymore. Somehow, I think that was by design. Anyway, this didn't make Mr. Spoilero too happy, but after acting as a weightlifter all this time, Pinocchio could solo Kokichi with ease. Yes, I agree with that. Mr. Spoilero, if it helps any, I think there are some people in the factory who might know where to find them. That goofy trio knows Robbie. I think the beggar had a friend in there. Oh, and the technician seems really determined to find his brother and that gardener. Is that so? Say, I wonder what they would do if you got them in a group. Got them all talking. Made an offhand comment about how maybe they could escape if they tried to. Oh, it's genius. I think we just found our key to the survivors, Petey. So I do just that, and with my subtle prompting, Goji acted just how we hoped he would. He planned an escape. Then he, the other workers, and myself all make it out. We escaped with ease, almost like Spoiler was asking for it. I had a few goals now. One, to plant seeds of doubt. I wanted to make everyone a little uneasy, a little less confident in their plan, make them feel like something was amiss. Good morning, Stephanie. Well, I didn't want to alarm the whole group, but since you're such a smart young lady, I figured you should know my thoughts. I could overhear Pinocchio murmuring something, loud enough for just me to hear it. He had a smile on his face and suspicion in his eyes. 2, we need a roboticus back, so Spoilero had an idea, or had an eye on the mission, but I couldn't just say that. I needed to suggest it in a way that wasn't too obvious. Get someone else to say it for me. If only we had something strong to break open a wall, like a battering ram. Oh, but that'd be pretty loud, huh? And finally, I need to bring you all back here, and the easiest way to do that was through the storage facility, into the box, and down the chute. That's right. Oh, what a marvelous tale, and that leaves us here, in the now. Man, they literally just gave it all to us right there, huh? None of us were sure of what to say. It was devastating news to find out what Pinocchio had been working against us all this time. And our faces showed it, apparently, because Pinocchio started up again. Hey, you can quit it with the Mopey Heist, all right? I've said it before. The last thing I wanted to do is Mr. Spoilero's dirty work. But you know what I want even less? To spend the rest of my life slaving away like you guys. I was given a choice to do a teensy bit of hard work, training work I'm going to regret, and then head home like nothing had ever happened, or refuse to cooperate, never go home again, and work like a dog for the rest of the foreseeable future. My contract promises that I can go home as soon as this is over. You'd have done the same thing if you had the choice. So stop looking at me like that. Spoilero. Pinocchio did what he was supposed to do. Everything went just as you hoped. Everything you wanted here is here now. So what do you plan on doing with us? Ooh, question. For me? You shouldn't have. Well, I think we could all agree that it's been quite a while. It's been quite the exhausting journey getting you here. And during that journey, you've all gotten a good lay of the land. If I let you go now, even if it's to work, you might just escape for real. And, wouldn't that be a headache? With all that in mind, honestly, I think I might just cut my losses and kill you all right here. What? My cell quickly released me. All 8 of us were horrified, and suddenly the incinerator at the end of the room seemed to burn a lot brighter. Oh, crap. They were going into a Fernand's Grinders Toy Story 3 style. Pinocchio went lots of hug and bear on our heroes. Yeah, for real. Pinocchio's the true ultimate liar. What a con man. Wait, hey, Mr. Spoilero, that wasn't a part of the plan. Oh, I know. This is part of a new, better plan I thought of while you were all on the way here. This isn't what I agreed to. But you'll do it anyway, won't you? I mean, isn't it going a little too far, sir? No, I don't think so. This is pretty tame for my standards. Are you going to do as I instructed? Wait, don't you think instead we could... Or are you going to keep trying to convince me to change my mind so you won't suffer repercussions by refusing? Huh? I know your tricks, Peter. They're what I sought you out for. So I ask you again. Will you or will you not do what I instructed? Yikes. Peter! Peter Popsicle, help us! If that's what you insist we do, then I'll do it. But first, I really think you should consider... You're lying, Pinocchio! You're lying! Pinocchio's nose grew. That's what I thought. Popsicle. I'm sure you remember our agreement. Wait, no. I'm so close. I'm almost home. Please. You're really going to confiscate my book just for this? Hold on. You think I'm going to confiscate your book? I think you misunderstood the contract. Oh, that finger! That finger is terrifying! Get it out of my face! Misunderstood. The contract promised you could go home upon job completion, right? Of course, since you clearly aren't completing your job, you aren't going home. And well, I certainly won't have sloppy workers who don't do what they're told, holding up the rest of my employees in the factory. So if you aren't going to let me leave, but you won't let me work, then what are you going to do? What are you going to... What are... Despite the roaring incinerator, the room went cold when all of us came to the same realization. Oh no, Pinocchio's face! Sir? Sir! Don't do this! Spoiler said nothing, but he stepped towards the puppet. He had a gentle yet cruel expression on his face, almost like he was hoping for this outcome. Don't do this! Pinocchio stumbled back, but he couldn't go far. The platform put him in a terrible position. Spoiler circled him around this limited space. No! Get away from me! I don't want to die! None of us could reach them or stop him through any physical means. Maybe that was intentional on Spoiler's part. All we had were our voices. Don't do this! Everybody's just like, no! No, this is too far. Please, he's just a kid. What's wrong with you? But somehow I feel our pleas didn't hold much weight to Spoilero. Are you all quite done? My head turned back toward the platform and I noticed Spoilero was holding something. But before I could identify what it was... No! Oh! Wait, that was fast! Did he just chop his head straight off? Pinocchio just became firewood! Oh! Oh my god, Pinocchio. His head. This is Stephanie? What? I was suddenly silenced in a grotesque turn of events. Pinocchio wasn't dead yet. He wasn't dead, and he was talking to me. All of us, we went to get Roboticus at Lazytown U, but something was strange. You remember, right, Stephanie? What was off about Roboticus? Oh, shut up already. Annoyed, Spoilero wound his arm back, hurling Pinocchio's head into the incinerator. Oh my god! And his body went limp, tumbling off of the platform and onto the concrete with the most horrific thud I've ever heard. Well then, I guess we'll be doing this the hard way. Now, won't we? Spoilero brought out a remote, the same one he used to play a song earlier, pressing the second button this time. And once he did... What? Muffled screams echoed throughout the factory. Startled and confused, we weren't even given any time to process Pinocchio's death as our horror changed to disorientation. Huh? What's going on? What did you just do? Everybody in the group was completely lost on what was happening, and I was too, until I remember where I had heard this before. And that's where this is. Oh! That made me so freaking mad. That's where it is. That is it? There's nothing else? Oh, no way. That's crazy, bro. That's the despair. There is more? Where? Is it here? Hold on. What happened here? Wait, what's this? $1 Million Melee? What is this? It just wasn't on the guides? Okay, this is like an anniversary thing. What is this though? These screams, they sound like they were... Huh? Wait, what? No, what? Pablo! Wait! Despair induced. But how? I mean, they couldn't have had all been shown the despair video. Could they? Yeah, they could. The TVs. If they, it'd have to be on a screen, and there aren't just TVs all over the place. Every single room we went into had huge TVs in them. Oh, right. Yeah. I didn't have much more time to speculate when the screaming stopped. Then was quickly replaced with the sound of approaching footsteps. Oh ho! Come on in, friends. On either side of the room, huge doors opened, and piling in came in a crash of brainwashed employees. Welcome, welcome. How nice is it to see all of you. Now, I'll spare you the formalities and cut to the chase. Kill them. What? Do what now? Oh God, guys, behind me. Without a moment's hesitation, Robbie had taken a place in front of Trixie and I. I stared out at the crowd from behind him. The wave of workers started making their way towards the 9 of us, and from the looks of it, there was no way for us to escape them. Things were looking grim, but this, right now, it can't be the end, can it? I ran through everything that just happened, everything that led us into this scenario, wondering if I could find any kind of lead, and I kept stopping in one particular place. With his last words, what exactly was Pinocchio trying to get at? You remember, right, Stephanie? What was off about Roboticus? He had something in his hand, right? I do remember what he was talking about. When Roboticus reactivated, Pinocchio and I had both noticed. Yeah, he had something in his fist. That he was holding something in his hand, but I don't understand. What importance does that hold here? Okay, Stephanie, something was in his hand. Something was in his hand, but what was he getting at with mentioning it then? I don't wait. Realizing something, I turned towards what was left of Pinocchio's body. His headless body, collapsed beside the platform he had fallen from, was holding something in its hand. Oh, is that a piece of paper? Take it. I slipped away from the group and towards the body, and upon forcing Pinocchio's clenched fist open, oh God, I found a note along with a small bag. Guess I better start reading this, and quick. Those employees aren't exactly waiting patiently for me. I'm writing this on the off chance Spoiler screws me over, and he does what I'm worried he might do. All this is happening. She's like, wait, I need to go read this note real quick. Hold on, guys. Let me read this. If you're reading this, then I'm not in the position to tell you this directly. Maybe he already let me go and I'm at home. In my book. Maybe I can't reach you for some other reason. You ever wonder how Stingy and Pixel were able to achieve what they could? How Jives was turned into a puppet, or how Monoticus morphed into other residents so effortlessly? It's all thanks to Genie, or rather, the machine Pixel had built to extract Genie's magic during your first trial. That's why his powers weren't working in the trial room. Why he only had enough magic to teleport once during his execution, and why he died like any other human would. Oh, Genie's extracted magic was made into a usable powder for Stingy and Pixel. I took what was left of it during our visit to Lazy Town U. Oh. If my concerns are true, then Spoiler is going to use the TVs to brainwash my coworkers and have them do his bidding. There isn't a lot of magic left, but enough to snap them out of it. When Spoiler was on his own, it'll be easier to take him down. You got this. That's a pretty cool callback, though. Yeah, I like that too, Wince. That's pretty cool. I took a few seconds to process. Pinocchio, this whole time, had been preparing us a backup plan to save ourselves. I knew he was gone. I knew he couldn't hear it, but before I turned to my friends, thank you, Pinocchio. And as I ran back to the group, so Pinocchio's not as bad as we thought, huh? Pinocchio came in clutch, yeah! Hey, back up, bub. No. You let go of him. The staff was becoming hasty. An employee had a hold on Flobby, who was injured and still couldn't stand without help, and was trying to separate him from the other 2 Rottens. Quickly, I untied the bag, grabbed a small portion of the magical dust, and tossed it at the employee, who swiftly let go and fell to the floor unconscious. Whoa! Pinky, how'd you do that? It was magic! Hey, she's better than Himiko here! She actually can do magic! Har, good one. But seriously, how did... I am serious. This is magic powder. There's enough for us to snap everybody out of here, out of their hypnosis. Pinocchio got it from Lazy Town U. Apparently, Stingy and Pixel extracted it from Genie. Anyway, I'll explain better as soon as we're safe, but for now, everyone, grab some magic and start throwing. The crew, too preoccupied to bother questioning further, grabbed their shares of the powder. The huge wave of employees started to close in, but now we were ready for them. Feeling hopeful for the first time in a while, our $1 million melee had begun. But What? Okay, now that's the last one for real.
For real?
Dang, the way that ended though, Pinocchio ended up helping set all of this up, but then helped us at the end still helped us out. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, although Pinocchio was good towards the end, you know what I mean, helping us out, they still helped out in like setting this game up, you know what I mean? So it's like thank you, but also you know what I mean? Like, I'm so glad you read this to its entirety. That was cool though. Okay, that was a pretty cool ending. I mean, although it ended on a cliffhanger, which kind of sucks, but I really liked how they wrapped that up. All the foreshadowing and such, still tying it into earlier plot points that we had seen. The epilogue was definitely probably the best part of this story-wise. Story-wise, it was the best part of this whole entire Fangan. I was not expecting them to go so in-depth. You know what I mean? We barely got anything out of it. There was barely any juice in chapters 1 through 4. And then chapter 5 in the epilogue just gave us like everything. It quenched my thirst, at least. That was cool. It reminds me exactly of Total Rampa Island, where Total Rampa Island kind of started off like really slow and, you know, didn't really give us much. And then towards the end, it gave us like something amazing. Yeah, the pacing really improved during the epilogue for sure. You could tell they were really getting used to creating the Instagrams by then. The Instagram Rampas. I really love this Fangan despite it being a bit shorter than others. This was so fun. Yeah. I mean, with the epilogue in chapter 5, it got decently long towards the end. I thought the epilogue was really unpredictable. Yeah, it was. That was out of this world though, dude. This was honestly a blast. I liked this. Thank you guys for recommending this one. You know, I've been trying to read this one for a long time. So shouts out to all of you guys for the recommendations, and shouts out to OO for making this possible. Being able to actually read all of Lazyronpa in its entirety. That felt good. I like your shirt. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Would you react to YouTube Rampa? Possibly in the future, yeah. Thanks for the videos. I never thought I'd get to see this Rampa again, but I'm so glad I get that chance again. Thank you, Blaze. No problem. That was fantastico. Bro, best ships, Stingy and Pixel. Hey, if you guys ever make any fan art in the next few days or weeks or whatever of Lazyronpa, please send that to me. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see any fan art of like Stingy, Pixel, Pinocchio, whatever you got. Stephanie. Hypotheticals did just end chapter 4. Are you continuing Fatal 12? Yes. Yes. I was trying to finish up on this, and I'm working on a project currently. That's why I've been kind of shaky on uploading and also live streaming, because I'm currently working on something. Hopefully I can finish it today or tomorrow. But and that video will be uploaded probably on Tuesday. I'm aiming for a Tuesday release date, but we'll see if we can do that. I'm going to be doing something later on today, and yeah. Hopefully I can finish that video though. See what I did there, Blaze? Yeah. Of course, Pinocchio's my favorite, so I'll probably hope on him sometime soon. Yeah. Great stream. This was hilarious, but intense ending to this crazy Fang. I loved every second of it. Same. But thank you guys so much. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. I probably won't be streaming for the next couple of days just because I'll be working on that project, trying to release it out. But hopefully I can stream on Wednesday or Thursday at the latest. We can finish up Danganronpa 69 because we have one more chapter of that. And then I'll finish up Fatal 12 in the next coming weeks. So it'll be awesome. But thank you guys again. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.